Bard Rock Cafe is brought to you by SassyGamers.com and viewers like you. Links to Sassy Gamers, our Patreon, and our social media accounts can be found in the show notes.
Welcome back, everybody, to Session 2 of our Adventures in the Forgotten Realms Magic the Gathering Dungeons & Dragons crossover adventure extraordinaire session. Last time, we introduced everybody and went through the first of 3 dungeon cards that Magic the Gathering is releasing as part of the new set that is Dungeons & Dragons themed. It was the Lost Mines of Phandelver. This week, we have the Tomb of Annihilation card, which is going to be just a blast for everybody involved. So, everybody go ahead and introduce yourselves again and your character, and then we'll jump right in. Zynum, go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm Zynum. Today I'm going to be playing Akrama, the merfolk warlock, whose big call to fame during last session was getting a wand from 10 feet in water. So, hoping for some more aquatic shenanigans this time around, but something tells me I'll be hung dry, as one would say.
Ralph.
Hi, I'm Ralph. I am playing Drusilla, the Twilight Domain cleric. And I do mean Twilight literally. Her Bible is the entire saga of books written by Stefano Major, completely no relation to a real-life author for copyright reasons. But, yeah, she's just looking for the right man or woman to bite her and join the throes of undead vampires and have a good time.
Outstanding. Puffs.
I'm Puffs from Crater Magic, and I am playing Umbra, your favorite shadow monk that wears the mask and punches the bats. Notable achievements last time was throwing all the rocks that were meant to be raining down above us at the big bad.
Ditto.
Hi, I'm Hitoshura. I don't have anything to plug. I am playing Chanzox, a little goblin whose claim to fame last time was splitting one threat into 2 and then just getting out of some darkness just in time to not join the fight.
It's not your fault, man. Coach.
Hi, I am J-Ro, the Unsummoned Skull. I have my own server, the Skull Symbol, as well as nightly streams on twitch.tv/Unsummoned working on a couple of video series, and I have the Coat of Arms podcast. Tonight, I'm Erin. She is an artificer who has a little wandering cauldron that she accidentally animated, which got her kicked out of the alchemy guild. Her claims to fame last time were first boiling the jelly alive, and then once that was nice, good and boiled and cooked, because who doesn't love things cooked with a little bit of fire? They happened to get blinded and blindly hit a statue repeatedly until it almost crushed everybody. But killed the bad guy, which is the important part.
Alright, and I am Kenny. I am the Dungeon Master for this little jaunt. I am also the Dungeon Master for the Bard Rock Cafe podcast. You can find us on iTunes and all podcast platforms, so please check us out when you get a chance. With that, let's go ahead and jump right in. As you guys finish the first dungeon, Madame Ava watches you come back to consciousness in her tent, and you're standing exactly where you were before, and no time has really passed. It was just this waking dream that you experienced, and this wry grin spreads across her face as she says, I hope you're ready, because that was only the beginning. Here is the next step in your future journeys. She flips over the next card, the Tomb of Annihilation card. And just like before, without really any time to regain your footing or to orient yourself back to where you are, you feel yourself snatched again into that waking dream, that vision state that you are in, and you watch as you're sailing on a ship coming into port, and a giant dragon turtle emerges from the water, and the captain of the ship pays it just this obscene amount of gold to get past it. You watch as you're in a shaded room, and you're talking with a woman who smells like lavender and death, and you see bits of necrosis creeping out from where her clothing covers her skin. You see yourself trudging through the forest and running from strange creatures and undead monsters. You see a dragon in the mountains, a floating hammer, a lost village, snake men surrounding their leader, who is also rotting and dying as he lives. You are in Chult. Your characters would know that there is a curse and everyone who has previously been revived, they are slowly dying. If you have ever been resurrected in the past, that is slowly undoing itself, until eventually they die again. And more concerning, the nature of this strange curse that has taken over the entire world. Resurrection magic has stopped. Anyone that dies stays dead. And throughout your adventures in Schult, you've tracked down where the curse originates from. And you find yourselves being led past all the snake men to a large opening beyond their feigned dungeon. And as you pass a strange obelisk with writing on it, you see sharp cliff faces, half of which is covered in dense, heavy greenery, foliage. To the right, you see a narrow opening heading deeper into the mountain. You have reached the first room of the card, the trapped entrance. What would you like to do?
Gee, I wonder if this room is trapped.
Yeah,
Oh,
who's
could it
gonna
be?
check for traps?
I will glance at it and look at it sternfully. There, whatever traps were present will be intimidated by my merfolky stare, my empty black eyes. That's how traps work, right?
Roll an
They're
intimidation. Roll intimidation. Just do it. I want to see what you roll.
All right, I get to learn what my... Oh, that's charisma. Yeah. Just gonna double check to make sure. And I roll a 7 to try and scare the trap into not springing on us as we walk over it.
The trap laughs at you.
Wait, the trap laughed. I've heard stories of this before.
I'm gonna turn on my Detect Magic Demonic Sight.
Demonic sight?
The Eldritch Invocation Eldritch Sight, where I can cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh, sure.
Umbra's eyes are just gonna kind of glow from beyond their mask as they peer into the room.
As you're looking around, you don't see anything magical in the room.
Alright, well, Umbra will thumbs up the rest of the party. Because, you know, in their mind, if it's not a magic trap, it's not worth worrying about.
Oh dear.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? A trap so bad it kills one of us?
Pretty
Yes.
sure that's how traps are designed. Drusilla's gonna use her big round eyes to try and look for any way around whatever kind of trap this is.
Okay, so as you examine just everywhere around this entrance, go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. That is a 17.
Okay, so as you're inspecting this entrance, what you see in the entrance itself, you see, looking up above, so there's a short tunnel that ends with a slab of worked stone. The edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. And 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab cross one another to form a star. There is cavities cut into the door. There are 8 in all. But as you look above you and behind you a little bit, you see that there is a massive stone block that looks ready to descend. And you see in those relief carvings of grinning skulls, there are tiny little nozzles inside them that look like they would dispel
little
some
holes?
gas. Yeah, like nozzles that would spray something.
So,
As you
gas
step
holes on
outside,
something that's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how
Furthermore-
to deal with the gas.
I'm not
But-
done yet.
Okay, sorry.
From the outside, you notice off to the left, there is that heavy foliage kind of covering the leftmost cliff face. You see behind it what looks to be another cavern.
Ooh.
Just another cavern?
Perhaps. A safe entrance, maybe.
I don't think there is a safe entrance.
If you don't mind, if I were to, say, turn on the light from our last encounter's wonderful weapon, Lightbringer, and use that darkness that it casts, you know, kind of know how, like, when you turn on a light, shadows kind of retreat.
Sure.
I'm going to shadow step to the other side of the room past the entrance to see if there's any way to kind of safely disarm the trap from the other side. Maybe there's like a light switch that just says off that Umbra can switch off for you guys.
Okay, so you're going in the entrance or the foliage covered cave?
I'm going to use shadow step to kind of, I'm teleporting past the doorway 60 feet to the other side of the room against the wall. So you'll see Umbra just kind of walk towards one wall, put their hand on it, and then kind of phase into the darkness and out of the darkness on the other wall inside the first room and just kind of take a look around.
Okay, so you're actually going past the doorway with the 8 symbols on it?
Yeah, I figure if I can teleport past the doorway and the doorway's the problem, maybe I can find a way to fix the problem past the doorway.
Okay, so immediately on getting into past this doorway,
Mm-hmm.
you take a breath,
Well, that sounds stupid.
and
Breathing, his first mistake.
your whole body just burns. Like it is on, like, not literal fire, but like
Mm-hmm.
piercing, acidic, poisonous pain. And you take...
2 rolls?
You take 10 points of acid damage and 11 points of poison damage.
I'm gonna walk right back out.
Okay.
That's rude.
Shouts them right back out. So that was 10 and 11 for a total of 21, correct?
Yes.
Damn.
So that puts me at that much.
However,
Right.
you did say you were taking a look around, so go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, my perception.
While you're here, and after you've already taken the initiation, you might as well, take a look around, see what's around here.
Oh yeah, that was the whole point. I'm sure that happened while I was breathing. Like an idiot. Wow, don't hit that often. I rolled a 16 for my perception.
Okay, so what you see, it is a 10 by 10 room with no other entrances or exits. It is just filled with this poisonous, noxious gas.
Oh.
And you do see the other side of those nozzles.
Oh, like I can turn them off? Sort of other side of those nozzles? Or
If you would like to.
Take a minute to investigate how to deactivate them, sure.
Would he be taking damage while he's doing that?
You don't know.
I don't know. That's very true.
That very much sounds like we'll never see him again. We'll just see him or see them just kind of vanish from existence and then just never come back. As he takes 3 seconds to think about, how does this turn off?
I'm just gonna. Drusilla's just gonna call to Umbra. Maybe we should check out the covered entrance. This looks like a dead end.
Yeah,
Literally
I'm
dead.
I'm already back outside. I kind of pull off the mask and relieve myself of the poison in a bush, rainbow colors, sort of anime styles.
Very fair. I give you a pat on the back and like, you okay, buddy? Do you need any help?
It's just kind of like
my lungs are filling with blood. Thanks.
they kind of adjust the mask so you can't see. Wipe the stuff off the chin and like flick it into the dirt. And just kind of like try to put their body in between you and the, refuge pile, whatever word you want to use, to show that like it was not good.
Do you want a spot of healing? I could maybe.
I'm gonna shake my head yes to that.
Okay. Drusilla is gonna just bop you with. Yeah, she's just gonna give you a level 2 healing word. So that's That's 10 points.
Okay, that's awesome.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Let's check out the other... she just goes to move the foliage back.
Limp over there, trying to save any form of, grace that I have.
Sure.
All right. She pokes her head into the other tunnel.
Okay, so you clear away the foliage a little bit. It is very overgrown, whereas the other entrance is kept clean. And you do see an identical door at the end of this one, but with 9 indentations.
Oh, no, dear.
Which
Okay.
I will say, and this is on me, you guys would have, in your travels through Chult, have heard of the 9 trickster gods.
Can I make a religion roll about them?
Sure.
See, parse something interesting about that might help us. That's 15?
Okay. So the trickster gods were false gods that were worshipped in Chult for a long time. You looking at the indentations, each one is a representation of the trickster gods. Each trickster god also seems to represent, there is a neutral trickster god and a chaotic good trickster god. Each of them has an alignment that is their signature. And you would also know that it's strange that the neutral trickster god was missing from the other door.
Okay, yeah. Well, can Drusilla kind of get in further into the tunnel and see again if the same trap mechanisms are going on here?
You do not see the skulls on either side of the door. You do not see
skulls?
any nozzles. It
Okay,
seems like a door.
Okay. And there's no like big slab up top that looks like it's gonna drop?
Nope.
Okay.
Before she does anything else, I'm gonna just kind of point at what was our fine automaton sister's name? Sissy. And point at Sissy and the door and kind of shrug.
I mean, if she's okay with it, Sissy, do you want to maybe just check it out first?
Why don't I use detect magic?
I mean, sure, it's up to you.
Either that or, it's probably good to figure out what's on it before I send Sissy out there.
This entrance doesn't seem overly trapped like the other one does. But you're a magic expert of the arcane, so go ahead.
Okay.
You're using detect magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Okay.
All
right,
right.
sis. And I sort of have to push her along because she's a little nervous because of what just happened, of course. So I sort
Don't
of
worry,
push her
sissy,
along,
we'll
kind
get
of
this.
like a scared puppy.
Oh,
Would you do it for a cauldron snack?
A cauldron snack is like a Scooby snack.
What is a
are they
cauldron?
cauldron crunchies?
Would you do it for a cauldron crunch? I say as I take out a twig and put it in there. And and Sissy goes ahead.
Okay, nothing happens.
All right, let's go. But before we do, I'm just going to pull out my holy symbol and say a little prayer to Stefano Major, and I'm going to cast Aid at 3rd level.
Sure.
So, who has the lowest hit points here out of everybody? I have 83.
Well, I'm at almost half that.
I have 62.
57.
Yeah, I'm over 100.
So,
Okay.
Umbra it is.
Okay, so it's the 62 and 87. Is that Umbra and Hito?
Umbra at max is 63, and she's still not. Or sorry, they're still not fully healed.
Okay, yeah. Umbra will get their hit point maximum will increase, and their current hit points will increase by 10.
Oh, sweet.
And who's the 57? Was that the monk?
No, the 57 was the Merfolk Warlock.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you'll also get 10. And who else was low?
How many more do you have to give out?
I could pick 3 people.
Do we want to just stack health on health for our strongest person for the last person? So they're going to be our reliability.
Yeah, Aaron is 62, but also has the addition of Sissy.
Cauldron. Mm-hmm. I could give them to myself if nobody else is in dire need. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that's probably
On
Okay.
you, boss lady.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can proceed.
Okay, so you all standing right in front of this door with 9 indentations on it, with the symbols of each of these trickster gods.
Mm-hmm. Trickster gods. And like the door is like this is like a locked door.
Is the door locked? I think
Is
the
the door
first
locked?
question. Is
Roll
the door
investigation.
My investigation is shite. Someone else could probably do better.
Sure. I should probably
I'll
be
do
taking point in.
Who's the smarty pants?
locked? I am not as smart.
Any of us smart?
Are we all done? Are we all done?
Perhaps is the reason why we're going on this adventure in the first
How
place.
you found yourself here?
I can try it. I also,
I will.
if it winds
I will
up being low, I can always
Coach,
use a.
I'll give you guidance, Coach.
I can always use Flash of Genius too.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
that's a new one.
But Flash of Genius is good for a saving throw as well. That might be more important.
True.
So
But yeah,
let's see.
guidance.
What
So you
you
get
got?
a D4.
Well, I mean,
Cool.
What was it?
21. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
You want to go ahead and roll that guidance too?
That scares me.
I mean, you might as well do the guidance. It only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that wins.
So-
So that's a 3, and winds up being an adjusted 24.
Alright, so what you see as you're looking at this door, each of the indentations is a button.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any traps. The door does... It's not so much locked as the door is like a stone slab. And looking at it, you get the sense that it would rise up if the right thing was done.
I'm just gonna push the one where the neutral god is.
You do that, all 9 light up, and the door starts to rise. You make your way past the trapped entry.
So they clap their hands. Oh, guys, I did it! I did it!
Alright,
Clap, 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 clap.
so, once again, you guys find yourself with a choice. One path will lead to the Veils of Fear, the other to the Oubliette. Question is, do you want to experience more of this dungeon, or do you want to do the Oubliette?
Well, Chanzox can't pronounce Oubliette, so Veils is her vote.
Aren't we supposed to peer through the veils? Our first week? The thing
Oh,
that the
God,
fortune teller told us?
We're already peering through veils. It'll be veils upon veils.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm considered a creature, and oubliette makes me scared, so I'm good with veils.
Oubliette is a pretty word, but I think we should go with the Veils of Fear.
Yep, Veils of Fear works for me.
The word fear kind of makes me fear, but why not?
Can anybody here still be feared?
I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you?
I am the box ghost. Fear me.
Not really.
Oh, la-di-da. I have no defenses or anything.
Yeah, I don't have anything that
I just
prevents
have
me from being feared.
fat shield and armor.
Monks know how to meditate.
Oh, yeah, you pray the poison, you pray the fear away. I've just had the power of God and anime on my side.
I mean, your god and anime helped better than my mind in the last room, so...
Alright, Veils of Fear? Veils of Fear, everyone?
You want me to lead the way, since I shouldn't be able to be feared?
Go for it.
Oh god, this hurts. Alright, after Drusilla's brave action of pressing the god, Umbra will take the lead for the next room.
Okay. You make your way through the room. You start going through the dungeon. You see flashes of pieces of this dungeon. Golems clad in iron plates attacking you. A revolving room where you tumble and fall over yourself over and over again. You see sarcophagi guarded by lightning and strange alien growths along walls. So you make your way to a room where you meet some old friends earlier that you had met in Schultz. One of them you know as Dragonbait, a Sorial. If a Dragonborn was even more of a dragon and even less of a Dragonborn, that would be a Sorial. He's kind of a lizard man. You know he can't speak, but he speaks using
His
smells
vibes.
and scents. Yeah, you get vibes from him. You don't get language.
Cool.
And he communicates that he's looking for his old friend, Artis Cimber, who is further in the dungeon. He accompanies you. You travel further in the dungeon until you make your way to a door that when you go through it, 10 feet from the door, a thick tapestry curtain hangs from wall to wall, and its embroidery shows a scene of merriment. Nobles feasting around a banquet table, a roast boar on a platter, and servants pouring wine. And Dragonbait starts jumping up and down like he hears something. He charges on forward, and you smell lemons as he darts off through the curtains.
Two
This
questions.
This room looks fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, first one, is everyone with me?
Yeah, everybody's here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Second one, last time we saw Dragonbait, were they alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Base is covered. I look at the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we should go help our friend.
Yeah, let's go help Dragonbait.
Alright, through the bell I go.
Okay.
Readying my weapon.
Let's
So-
go.
I go with my hands in my pockets, whistling a tune.
Sure.
Nothing
Make
can
your way.
go wrong here.
Absolutely. It's fine. You make your way past the first curtain. Past it, there is another curtain, which hangs behind the first, showing the same scene, but descended into depravity. The nobles fight with each other, partake in carnal encounters on the table, or sprawl on the floor in puddles of vomit. And you hear what sounds like screaming from further into the room. You recognize the voice as Artis Cimber.
Weirdest orgy ever.
Or they just were in the first room.
Well,
Double speed.
this doesn't seem safe for work. Proceed.
Are you
So-
kidding me? For some people, this is their work.
Yeah. Oldest profession.
Tapestry making?
Yeah. That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah,
Tapestry making. You nailed it.
It's like being the camera guy, just way earlier.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. You know what? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Capture
way
a
to
single
weave
moment
Karn
of an
into
entire
this.
evening.
I mean, wonderful.
Alright,
So
let's
that's
go.
you make your way past the second curtain. There's a third curtain behind it, and you see a scene of horror confronting you. Nobles feasting on servants, eating each other alive, and setting fire to the hall. The roast boar is alive and laughing on its platter. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, brilliant. I'm good at those.
Oh, good. I got a 1. A nat 1.
Oh,
God.
someone's in for a good time.
I am in for a good time.
I'm
Okay.
going to trigger my Pact of the Talisman on this one.
10.
16.
Not that I think that this is going to save me, but...
Oh,
I think I
wait.
can help some folks out if they get stricken with fear.
14?
I'm going to take this time to use Indomitable, which is to reroll
Okay.
a saving throw that I fail, forcibly
Yeah.
using the new roll. The new roll is a 2. Okay, sure.
Ouch.
The dice have spoken. Alright, so, Coach, what did you get?
10.
Okay, Hito, you got a 2. Puffs, what did you get?
10.
Okay, Ralph, what did you get?
16.
Okay, Zynum, what did you get?
14?
Okay, Zynum and Ralph, you two pass, you are not afraid. The rest of you see this, and you hear the screams of people you know from beyond this curtain, and you turn around and bolt.
As I start running, I'd like to use stillness of mind to cure myself of all fear.
Okay. So
Okay,
you
so
do
who's
that.
left?
You are fine. So that leaves Hito and Coach, who
Okay.
are booking it.
Okay, before they get too far away, I'm going to call out to my god and cast Calm Emotions. So each humanoid within a 20-foot radius sphere must make a charisma saving throw, but you can fail this throw if you wish, and I can end some either charm or frighten effect on you.
Choose to fail it.
One of the characters in the book is really good at manipulating people's emotions, like with a superpower. So I learned how to do this from him. And yeah, she will assuade everybody's fears.
Alright, you said it was a charisma save, right?
Yeah, but you can fail it if you want.
Okay. So, that is concentration for a minute, so you have suppressed...
Yeah, we have to get through the room now. Let's go.
So, you press on past... The whole group is fine now, because you all have your fears suppressed. If anything causes the concentration on the spell to drop, Ito and Coach, you are both afraid and bolting out of the room again, okay?
Got it.
Make your way past the final curtain, and here's what you see. The rotting head of a giant boar is mounted to the wall behind the final curtain. Fresh blood and gore spatters its tusks, dribbling down the wall underneath it. You see Dragonbait pulling desperately on Artisimber, who has inserted his head into the boar's mouth, and the boar is chomping down on his neck.
Oh.
I need all of you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, hey, 16 this time.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Oof. 13 for me.
22 for me.
Okay. So everybody that had 16 or higher, you pass.
Alright,
Oh,
one
shit.
second. I'm going to pack of talisman again to get my 1d4, because it says on a failed.
Okay.
Can I use my inspiration to reroll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Please be better.
This room.
Oh, that is better. 28.
So, you all fight the compulsion as you see this boar, the giant boar's head on the wall, to do exactly what Artis is doing, and put your head in the boar's mouth as it chomps down.
Oh, no.
It looks like Dragonbait also passed his save,
Oh,
but
good for
Artis
him.
looks like he is real close to not having a head.
Okay.
What do you do?
How high up is the forehead? Like?
It is ground level.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna position myself kind of in a way above it and like grab sort of the upper jaw and just kind of pull, trying to keep it from chomping.
I'll match with the lower jaw.
Sure.
Yes, get him out. I can stabilize him.
Go ahead and both of you give me athletics checks.
Got a 18.
Got a 13.
Okay.
With a +8.
So, this is a magically powered thing. You are slowing it down, but you get the sense that eventually this thing is going to slam shut regardless of how hard you hold on to it, but for the moment you are holding it open.
Am I able to pull Arcturus out?
Sure, roll athletics at advantage because Dragonbait is helping you try to pull his friend out.
Absolutely. I have a +0 to athletics. This should be great. Okay, a 12? Oh, wait, advantage? Okay, 15.
Okay. Artis rolls...
While he's doing that, didn't somebody gain an immovable rod?
Yep.
Yeah.
We do have an immovable rod on our within, so whoever's not busy with their hands could maybe pop that rod.
But pop that rod in his mouth and hope he keeps it open.
Yeah.
You guys do manage to wrestle Artis out of the boar's head. Right as it chomps down again, you guys inserting the immovable rod into the boar's head to keep it from chomping down.
How's our artist looking?
He is unconscious. Looks like he is not doing great.
Okay, spare the dying cantrip, so that he goes to 0 hit points and stable, and I guess I will pop him a level 1 healing word.
Okay. So
Is he able to hear? Is he conscious?
He pops back to consciousness.
Okay.
Hmm.
That'll do it.
The boar's head chomps down on the rod. The rod slows it down. After about 6 seconds, it actually moves the rod.
Jesus!
Okay, so do we know?
We should get out of here. 6 hit points for Mr. Neck.
Sure. Artist immediately pops up, looks at all of you, and goes right back over to the boar's head.
Yeah, we need to hold him. I have a hard. I guess me and the dragon guy are gonna try and restrain him.
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
I got a bunch of rope.
Can we just remove the rod, let the boar's head slam shut, and then he can't do that?
He's gonna try and jam his head in there, like.
So, what you're seeing happening is this boarhead is chomping down once per round again and again and again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like an alligator. We just tie it shut.
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Well, it did move an immovable rod, so I don't know how good rope is gonna be.
Well, no. Crocodiles have the greatest bite strength, but the weakest opening strength. So if we can get his mouth shut and actually close, we may be able to keep it shut.
And then put the immovable rod on top of it.
How big is the removable rod? Because if we put it to the ceiling, we may actually be onto something.
I don't think the immovable rod is that tall.
No, it fits in your... It's like a foot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but isn't it...
Wow.
So
maybe we should just remove ourselves from the room.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like when you activate the immovable rod, it just stays wherever relative to the position of the planet, right? Like it isn't affected by gravity anymore?
It is stationary wherever you click the button.
Yeah, so if we put it, like if he closes his jaw and we put it like on top of the head, then he, in theory, shouldn't be able to open the mouth anymore.
But he could be able to move it
it
side to side.
Which...
And that's why I wanted the ceiling. Because if we could pin his mouth to the ground, using the ceiling as our pressure point to push the rod down on it, we can keep it shut. Just by moving the rod on top of it, yeah, he can't open his mouth, but if he slides it off to the side, yeah, he'll skin his mouth a little bit, but he'll be out of it.
Which, I will say this, an immovable rod is not truly immovable when it's activated. It just takes a DC 30 strength check to move it.
Yeah.
False advertising. Also, is there a veil in the room?
Behind you. Like, you're past all the veils.
Oh, so are we just facing a solid wall then?
It is a solid wall with just gore and corpses littered around beneath the...
Oh, so there's like there's no exit here.
No. And there are just... All of the corpses, you would notice, have no heads.
That checks out.
Okay, so...
Do any of you know Dispel Magic?
I actually know Dispel Magic. And I was trying to get around to whether or not this was like something we clearly know is magical. Because if we know it's clearly magical, then I'll cast Dispel Magic and get a guy clear of the zealotry that he's experiencing.
Sure. So, yeah. I mean, you know without too much... Like, you all felt the effect on you. You just fought through it. It is a magical effect.
Alright, then I will... Do I know... Oh, you know what? So, I'll use my Eldritch Sight to cast Detect Magic to see where the source of the magic is coming from.
It's the boar's head.
It's the boar's head, okay.
The curtain behind you is also magical.
Yeah, the one that made us afraid.
Yeah, but it seems like the magic is centered on the opposite side of it.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Dispel Magic targeting the boar's head. So if it's a level 3 spell or lower, it just ends. Otherwise, I have to do Of course I have to do that. I have to make an ability check to dispel the magic.
Okay, make an ability check.
Can I give him guidance?
Sure. Well,
oh, wait, no, I can't. No, I can't, because I'm concentrating on my calm emotions.
Yes, you are. So, no.
Redacted.
Okay, so the DC is a 13, because it's the level of the spell plus 10, so let me roll for that. 8.
The dispel does not take hold, and the chomping continues. Go ahead and give me athletics checks, or somebody give me an athletics check at advantage to grapple Artis. Keep him from putting his head back in.
One with advantage?
Yep.
17.
You have him grappled.
Okay.
You know what? Does non-lethal work in this edition? I'm trying to remember.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
You just say non-lethal and you don't kill them.
I'm knocking him out.
Okay.
For the sake of healing word on him. God damn it.
Yeah, well...
Has anyone tried hitting the boar head? Like attacking it?
Do we want to do that before or after I chop his back of the neck?
Well, so, you already declared it, so you do it. I'm not going to make you roll for it, because he's not dodging. You just knock him out.
Cool.
Artis is unconscious now, so there's no longer any urgency, but you're all looking at this thing chomping over and over again. Did anybody ever get your immovable rod back, or is it just hovering in between its jaws every time it shuts?
If I'm being honest,
I'm
I'm
not
let's grab the rod back.
I'm not putting my hand there. Can I just try and like sacred flame the boar?
Sure.
It's a dex. It needs to make a dex save.
Well,
I assume it doesn't.
It's not a creature.
Okay.
So yeah. All right, go ahead and roll damage. I'll allow it.
I rolled 2 1s, so that's going to be 2 points of radiant damage.
Yeah. So I mean, you singe some of the whiskers.
Okay. Well, that was useless. We need to get this thing to stop. Do you have any more? And I look over to Coach. Do you have any more? Of that? Can you try to maybe dispel the magic again?
I didn't dispel it the first time?
Wait, who dispelled it?
I attempted to dispel the magic the first time.
Do you? Oof. I mean, you could try again.
So if you want to have me try it again, and then we sit here for an hour, hoping to God we can keep this guy down, then yeah, by all means, I'll try it again.
Here's the thing I can do. I can either reduce the size of the thing, or I could enlarge the the immovable rod. That's something I wanted to try.
It couldn't hurt.
Which would you rather I do?
I literally don't have any better ideas. I mean, enlarging the rod, maybe? I don't know what that would do.
So the rod is already wedged in there. It'll double in all dimensions. Its weight will double by 8. Or it will not double by 8, but will be multiplied by 8.
Huh. I mean, that
so
could
it'll
work.
be an 8-foot
It could work.
rod?
No, it'll be 8 times as heavy, but it'll be twice as long. So it'll be like 2 feet long.
Oh.
So maybe you could just turn it vertically and like put it in its mouth?
I thought it already was vertical in the mouth.
Losing. Oh, okay. Somebody wants to risk losing their hand.
Question was, are we getting it back out?
Anybody want to go by a hook for the rest of this trip?
I mean, I'm confident that I could probably get the immovable rod out. I'm also just considering breaking the wall to the right of the boar and seeing if, it's a magic boar, it's not a magic wall. When you hit a wall, hit it hard.
Fair point.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Alright, well, my fists are considered magic weapons, so, see what a magic weapon can do to a non-magic wall, I guess. I'll punch next to the boar's head.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll an attack.
Alright, 19.
Well, you punch the wall. You don't do a ton. It's not that you're not hitting the wall. It's you are punching stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been over this. We were hitting stone last session.
Yeah. So you punch the wall. You don't damage the wall.
So is it... I'm used to punching things. It's kind of my thing. Is this, solid wall with, dirt behind it solid wall? Or is this, somebody's house wall, and I just need to hit it harder?
It is carved stone of some kind.
But, does it have something behind it? Is it just that thud, when you hit something... if you were to hit the ground, there's so much ground behind it that absorbs the impact that it's just boom? Or is it, give, and there's air behind it?
It does not sound hollow behind it.
Alright. I just look at the group, kind of shrug and shake my head no.
I have a dumb idea. The boar head's just kind of attached to the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I got a crowbar. Let's try and pry it off.
I mean, sure.
It was a dumb idea, but...
We're on the assumption that the boar head is not extending beyond the wall.
Yeah, let's see if there's an actual boar attached to this.
I happen to also have a crowbar.
Because it's going to be really difficult to pry someone's head off their neck with crowbars.
I mean, it's solid behind the wall, so if there's a boar attached to this head...
Wait a minute, doesn't one of us know sleep?
I know sleep, but
why don't we put Mr. I want to behead myself to sleep, and then we poke this thing with sticks until it stops moving?
Isn't that what we're doing?
I mean, he's already unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already unconscious.
Yeah, he has been knocked out. Which is why you're having this nice, calm, patient conversation.
Okay, well, has it been a minute since the fear effect came over?
I will say no, but you're getting there.
I'm getting there. It's we gotta pick up the pace, guys.
Do we want the immovable rod back?
I mean, it's a fun tool, but...
It's an unmovable rod. I think we have to, one way or the other. Anyone have Mage Hand?
I do, actually.
Oh, well, why are we having this discussion? Let's just Mage Hand that thing out of his mouth.
That's why I was asking.
Okay,
so,
okay.
While they're discussing that, I kind of reach into the shadows, and a spirited hand sort of reaches from the gut almost of the boar, grabs the rod and kind of pushes it out. and I pull my hand back out of the shadow.
Sure. Well, and because your mage hand is this spectral, incorporeal thing, it doesn't get destroyed. It just, you click the button, the rod is now movable again, and when the mouth opens, you push it out. You have the rod back.
All right, let's try and pry this head off.
And as you say, let's book it, the minute is up, Calm Emotions drops, and you immediately start screaming and booking it.
And I cast Calm Emotions again.
Okay, you're not yet.
Yeah, so I'm out of second level spells, but now anybody is fine. That might also work on our buddy Artis, if he's charmed or frightened.
Well, right now he's unconscious, so that's...
Yeah, but here's the sleep discussion.
Yeah.
Alright. So, do we have any reason to take the boar head off? Like, any legitimate reason to take the boar head off?
There might be a door behind it, or like a hole, because there's literally no other way out of this room.
You mean besides through the veil?
No, the veil's behind us.
Right, so we walk out the way we came in. We got our guy.
Yeah,
That's
but
fair.
I don't really fancy going through the oubliette. I
mean, looking at the card, because we were told that we have 2 creatures that we can sacrifice now.
I think we found our sacrificial fodder. Like, the thing is that, like, yeah, I want to kill this thing, like, as much as the next guy does, but this is an opportunity for us to really mess up and hurt ourselves for no good reason. Now, if you're trying to tell me that the eyes were made out of rubies, or you see something gold in its throat, that's one thing. But if all this thing can do is just chomp, like, plus, assuming that there's a boar behind it, if we pry off whatever it is that's holding him to this wall, we may unleash the whole boar. And I don't know about you guys, but boars like to really give it its all on the run.
It's not a creature, from what I can tell. It appears to just be some sort of enchanted taxidermied head. That's what I'm parsing at the very least, because it's not reacting as a creature would. But also, I mean, like, I'm almost positive there's a way to proceed through this room, but I'm not sure that there's a way to do it without somebody losing their head.
Can I make a perception roll to make sure that every corpse in the ground is headless?
Sure.
I mean,
that's fair.
Like, if we're talking about losing heads here, then why don't we just offer someone who doesn't really care if they lose a head over the matter?
I will say, with your passive perception of what the hell ever, every corpse on the ground around the boar's head is headless.
Okay.
Are there any large round fruits?
Can I ask what Dragonbait wants to do? If he thinks that, like, would he be okay with us, getting his? He obviously doesn't want his friend's head to be gone. So, should I ask him if he wants to turn back?
You smell roses and sulfur.
So, I don't know what that means. I'm not an aromatherapist. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool, great.
Roses and sulfur, whatever that means.
Yep, that's not remotely helpful.
Okay, alright, so it's looking more and more like we need to deal with this taxidermied sea bass. So
if you can dispel it, if you can try to dispel it again, I can guarantee that we get at the very least a short rest.
Okay, then I will cast Dispel Magic as a 5th level spell.
Okay, roll an ability check.
This thing's held together by Vecna himself. Alright, 15 to beat. Come on. Nat 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, it is what it is.
Okay. Wait, okay, let's just leave.
Oh, now that I'm all spent and can't do anything, now is the time we leave? Okay.
Well, we can recuperate in a different room that doesn't cause us to become deathly afraid every 60 seconds.
We have a room for that?
More or less. If we back up, I can keep us safe for a little while.
So, is the Veil of Fear, I know, amazing name, affixed to the wall in the room before this? Or is it like a tapestry that's just hung on, like, almost like the windows?
It's 3 tapestries, right? And they are just, like, hanging from the ceiling. And they're basically curtains, right? They're curtains with artwork on them. And as you pull the curtain apart, you see the next one with that artwork And then the third one had the fear effect on it, and it had the really disturbing artwork, and then there was the boar's head.
So, because I'm completely avoiding all sort of common sense on this, can I stick my head out of the tapestry and kind of pull it down to try and, dislodge it?
Roll a strength check.
Cool. Not one.
Nope.
There's
You
a
pull
lot
on
of that going on.
It's pretty sturdy.
All right.
Hito, were you saying something? Hang on, Hito?
No, I just said there's a lot of nat ones going around. But that's a good idea, getting rid of the tapestry.
Does somebody have fire?
I have a bunch of torches.
I have produce flame.
I have quite a
That's
few ways
faster.
to make fire.
Maybe we should torch it.
I'm going to put a big X in front of my face and just shake my head no, and then take a piece of chalk out and show a crude picture of the tapestry, and then plus fire, and then equal sign, big explosion, because I don't want to try and destroy a magic object, especially in a small room.
How small is this room?
How big is this room?
Yes. How big is this room? I said that backwards.
So, there's about 10 feet to the first curtain, and 10 feet to the second curtain, and 10 feet to the third curtain, and then 10 feet to the boar's head.
Ooh, that is...
It's a tight space.
Yeah, that's not a lot of room to boogie out if things go wrong.
The room itself is about 20 feet wide.
We're taking a rest after this, right? That's the plan?
If maybe we can check out the oubliette just real quick. I don't know, but I think we should. I don't have the resources to keep everybody calm while this tapestry is here, so we should either need to get rid of it or we need to get out of here.
Alright, I'm going to spider climb to the top and try and dislodge it from its fixing with the proper angle. Because if it's like a curtain rod and everything, I should be able to just climb up there and pop it off instead of trying to pull it down.
Okay. Since you're using a crowbar, roll strength check at advantage.
Cool. 23.
You pull the curtain down.
Alright, I'm going to roll it up and safely put it away.
Okay.
I just had an idea. And Drusilla's going to fumble through her bag and pull out the Nulzer's marvelous pigments.
Okay.
Oh god, yes. Okay.
Well, we can't dislodge. Maybe I could just paint a door on each wall, and maybe there's a passageway behind one of them.
Are we going to do the knock test on every portion of the wall and hope there's a tunnel behind it? Because doors really only work if there's a tunnel behind it. Unless you want to paint the tunnel. Unless you want to paint a tunnel our way out of here. I'd be fine with that.
Well, that, or I could paint a bunch of cracks around the boar head, and maybe that could be a way to help us dislodge it.
Thank goodness, that sounds like some Looney Tunes level shit.
That's what the pigments are for.
That's the magic item. The magic item is Looney Tunes. That's it.
Oh, if that's the case, we can just black powder explosive just right on the side of the boar's head, and then we just blow it off.
I do have firebolts.
Instead of this crowbar business, we could just, not Semtex, but we could black powder explosion the thing off the wall. And then if there's something behind it, we at least damage it, because right now, it looks like animated taxidermy, but maybe there's an undead thing behind it that's also enchanted that, controlled by a blah blah blah, or whatever it might be, So,
why are we so dedicated to get the boar head off the wall and get behind it?
because we think there's another way out beyond the boar's head. We don't want to go through the oubliette, and every single time we pass a veil, people are going to try and outpace us to run away from the veil.
But I have the veil that did.
Yeah, the veil is dealt with. So the only thing is,
I thought there were multiple veils that did that.
No, it's just one.
There's the orgy veil, and then
the
there's
final
the
veil
has been dealt with.
Yeah.
Oh.
The one with the fear effect is no longer causing the fear effect.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I mean, if we affix the veil of fear to the rod, we basically have a war banner going forward. We should be afraid of any room.
I like the war banner idea.
Oh, this is a good.
A mage hand should be able to hold an immovable rod, right?
It can only hold a certain amount of pounds.
Yeah, so
a tapestry is really heavy.
Right, if you have the whole tapestry hanging from the rod, sure, the rod will hold it if you click the rod so that it's immovable.
But then the tapestry won't move.
Right.
I'm just gonna take the paints out and start. Instead of Yeah, I'm just gonna start painting like as if the stone around the boar's head was incredibly cracked and rubbly to like trying to loosen the stone.
Okay, sure. So you take a minute to do that.
I'm an artiste. Okay, then now maybe somebody can just with a great big whack maybe try and just knock it off.
When I hear a great big whack, I take out my warhammer
Yes, like that.
and bring it down hard
On the ball?
on the boar's head.
Okay. Roll an attack.
22.
Alright, roll damage. You bring your warhammer down on the boar's head. The wall itself doesn't seem to give any, but you notice that part of the boar's head seems to crack and cave in under your warhammer.
Oh.
I would like to leave the room.
Okay.
Can I take out the wand of magic missiles that we picked out in the last dungeon? And I'm just going to level it at the boar and cast a second level magic missile.
Okay. Roll.
The damage.
Yeah.
So that's...
I think that's 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, basically. I will just do that here. Ooh, okay, so that's going to be 15 damage in total. Force damage.
Okay. You pelt this boar's head with magic missiles. It starts to look like it is falling apart. It is barely being held together. It looks like one good hit would probably just destroy it.
Warhammer again?
If you would like to.
Stop. Hammer time. 18.
Okay. That's a hit. Roll damage.
4.
Okay. With that last hit, the boar actually seems to just collapse in on itself. The magic that is affixing it to the wall disperses, as does the enchantment, causing it to chomp its mouth shut and open again as it just falls to the ground. The wall behind it is just stone wall.
Oh.
But the boar's head is destroyed.
Well, at least
That
that's
was easy.
one problem solved. I guess we need to go back now, though. I don't know where to go.
Yeah, it does sound like
Maybe something has
does sound like
changed.
our only way out is back.
Yeah,
It also sounds like we found a safe room to stay in.
full of headless bodies, but yeah, it's safe.
Yeah, let's not. I
Well,
don't.
headless bodies aren't going to do anything unless you animate them. Unless any of you guys are going to try and do some, shiny stuff here, then yeah, I think we're fine here for, at least an hour. Just spitballing a number.
Yes,
I mean, we could also do that in one of the rooms without all the corpses.
Yeah, maybe.
Wasn't the last room the hallway to get in here? I mean,
So,
that's 6 many rooms, right?
in practice, the only rooms that exist are the rooms on this card for the sake of this adventure. If we were actually running the module, I mean, there's a lot of rooms other than here and there, but we're not doing all that. This is mini module.
We could just take down the rest of the tapestries, and there's a good, 20 feet there.
Let's just cover up the corpses with the tapestries. We don't have to look.
Yeah, there we go.
Fear
Okay.
side down,
Yeah.
if at all possible.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm keeping that.
Make all the corpses afraid.
You got ahead of my question of which tapestry are you using to cover this corpse?
We'll pull down the
Okay.
two non-magical ones, I think.
Sure. So,
Unless somebody's taken the magical one from me, that's a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
the
you-
element's trophy.
you cover the corpses. The room is silent. You attempt... What are you doing?
Short rest. Before we do, though, I am going to use 2 of my channel divinities to I can only do that. Yeah, I can do that twice. So harness divine power, which will convert those channel divinities to level 2 spell slots. And
That's neat.
yeah. But yeah, okay, short rest.
Yeah, if we're going to take a short rest, what I'd like to do is, because I can regain it. Oh no, that's a long rest. Oh, no, that's fine. I'd like, so we're not sure how to advance past the room we're in, correct?
And there's
Correct. We're still trying to figure out which way we're going to take out.
So,
Yeah.
out of character sort of deal. The last time we hit a dead end, the other way was the only option. I don't know why we keep thinking this will be different.
We're playing like D&D people. We're not playing like Potsy converted a dungeon into a magic card. So we're obviously thinking like, okay, there's got to be another way out because there's always another way out.
well,
maybe
I'm
there's not.
just
Face
thinking.
walked into a poison room. There wasn't another way out. So in character, it makes sense for me to be like, no, this just has some death rooms in it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. One person give me a history check.
Ooh.
I've got +6 history.
Nope. That's on you.
Okay, yeah. I'm also going to guide myself.
We have a minus 12.
Oh, I definitely need that D4.
The universe started with you.
That's only an 11.
I use Flash of Genius, so I'll give you an extra 3.
Oh, thank you.
14?
14.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, still can't give it to you for that.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna... I didn't even fucking keep any, like, divination god contacting spells. Anyway, so...
Solid work. I need your power, but you'll give me no way to contact you.
Alright, real quick, one thing at a time. Are you guys attempting a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You succeeded a short rest, so go ahead and do whatever you get.
Alright, I got those channel divinities back.
Warlocks get their spells.
Yeah.
Alright, 2 pressing issues. And I'm going to kind of like write this out on the ground in my chalk. First, what do we do with these 2? Second, what is our if all else fails oubliette play? Which I'm good to wait for you guys on exhausting ideas, but I think we do need a ripcord plan.
So after a short rest, Artis would wake up.
Yeah.
So he is awake. He and Dragonbait, after some conversing, decide they're going to go their own way. Possibly in the let's get the fuck out of here direction.
Okay.
You guys have fun, we're out. That was a little too close for comfort.
Dang, there goes our sacrifice.
Stefano Major.
Well, do I know if either of them worship a god?
You wouldn't know.
God dang it.
You would know, based on your interactions, they are both good people. Like, very heroic.
Do we have, like, an idea of what, like, their classes are? Or just, like, what their specialties are?
You get the sense that Dragonbait is a paladin-type individual, and Artis is... you have seen him cast very powerful cold magic, but also use blades and bows, so you're not sure with him.
Okay.
But we've never heard them speak, right?
Artis speaks.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. While they're still in sight... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I have the ability to speak to people telepathically. I want to try to speak in their voice to them that they should venture towards the oubliette as their way out.
I can also do that. I have message.
Okay.
Are there any moral qualms with us trying to convince people to...
I mean, if you're telling us that you're going to try to do that, Drusilla's going to be like, no, that's killing people. But, like, you could fully not tell her.
Well, that's the thing. My concern is that, like, I would like to, and then tell the group, hey, let's follow them. But all you would have seen is they're walking their own way, and then I just suddenly look at you guys and go, let's go follow them. Like, under what circumstances would we follow them?
Well, we
don't even know what our game plan is.
We need to go check out the oubliette anyway, so we'd be going that direction anyway.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to very heavy-handedly suggest to the group that we head towards the way of the oubliette, because I happen to know of 2 people who may be willing to guide us through it.
Oh, well that's convenient. Why didn't you say that before?
Because I didn't know they were willing until now.
Oh, great. Drusilla has like +8 insight, but she does not check.
That's suspicious. Alright, so I'm going to try and use... Awakened Mind to speak to... Atris is the one? No, Dragonbait. Right,
so
now I'm mixing them up.
Remind me, because I don't remember. Is this one of the... Can they respond with this one or no?
Touch minds. This one... It looks like it's a telepathic communication, so I would assume that if they can communicate... If they could... Right, if they can do... It doesn't look like it's both ways. It's not like message where you can do it. This one looks like I'm literally just speaking to them with my mind. However they communicate is up to them.
Is it the Warlock ability?
It's the Warlock ability.
It's a one-way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is speak to them in their voice. And try to tell them in their voice, in their mind, the heroic, righteous thing to do would be to walk through the oubliette to instill confidence in the others behind you.
Okay. So, I will say that they both stop, turn and look at you. Artist looks at you and basically grins at you, says, I know when someone's trying to change how I think. And from Dragon Bait, you just smell sulfur.
Ah, sulfur bad.
Yeah,
We
I'm
can
starting
jot
to
that
think
down
that.
for later.
I'm gonna attempt to message the two of them.
Which one do you message?
Alright, I will attempt to message the paladin.
So, Dragon Bait, what do you say to Dragon Bait?
You saw what we were able to do together in saving his life. We need to stay together as a team, as a group. Together we are stronger.
You hear whispered back, it does seem I owe you a debt of honor. I am happy to stay, but I would like for Artist to leave. And along with that, you get the scent of honeysuckle.
Oh, so we only have to lure one of them to their deaths.
Well, that's what we can get out of them, is luring one of them to their deaths.
I mean, if one of them's gonna stick around, that's great. But
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Thank you for so I respond. Thank you for showing how honorable you are. We will make sure that no harm comes to, what was the name?
Artist.
Artist.
A noble person wouldn't have to be negotiated into doing the right thing, but that's not on me.
Anyway, let's go check out the oubliette.
To the oubliette.
Okay. So, you guys are just turning around and going back the way you came?
Yeah, this room has got me
Okay.
stumped.
As we leave, I want to funeral pyre the room.
Oh, sure.
Tapestries on top of bodies. I figure everything burns, and they kind
So,
of deserve it. They
yeah,
need some
is
sort of...
the boar's head, everything burns. Did you leave behind the fear tapestry?
Oh, hell no. That's
Okay.
rolled up in my bag.
Sure. So that is still intact, and you have it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk backwards out of this room, you get the sense that you cleared this room. That the only solution was to not venture in. It was a trap room. So,
Damn it!
would you like to go to the... Would you like to go backwards and go to the oubliette, or would you like to go forwards to the Sandfalls cell?
Oh, we're metaphorically going forward to the Sandfalls cell. Is that what this is?
Yeah, you have access to Sandfall cell now. You cleared the veils of fear.
Oh, okay.
Third door opens up.
Just like, I don't remember that door being there before. Alright, yeah, let's go to the Sandfall Caves. I don't want to oubliette ourselves.
Yeah, it's not cave.
I can get out of cells. Those are way easy.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can.
Oh dear.
I can get out. Whether I feel confident I can get everyone else out.
Okay. So, you find yourselves flashing through visions of more of this dungeon, Dragonbait going with you as Artist leaves and heads backwards. Eventually you find yourselves teleported through different elemental cells. There's a cell of fire where basically the room is filled up with lava very slowly until you extinguish a candle and then you are teleported from that room to a room full of water where it starts to fill up with water, but you're able to use some snails and oysters, and as you eat them you're able to breathe the water, and when you eat one of the oysters you teleport out of the cell to a different cell where there's no air in the cell at all. There's no light, no sound, no air, until you find some Arakocra bones, and you're able to take the bones, and as you breathe through the bones, there's air. And there is an unlit candle that you tinker with, but it's not able to light because there's no air in the room. So finally, you find a key amongst all these littered Arakocra corpses that opens the way out. You're teleported to this cell. The walls of this stone cell are covered with reliefs showing desert sands swallowing the ruins of civilization. A bas relief of a robed Medusa dominates one wall. It wears a stone necklace with an obsidian pendant, and clutches an iron sconce with a burning red candle in it. Sand begins to fall from tiny holes bored into the 10-foot-high ceiling, as you hear a rumbling noise under the floor.
I hate sand.
Alright. So, the room is slowly filling with sand.
Can I... how tall is the ceiling?
10 feet high.
10 feet high. Okay, so I can probably reach it if I, hop onto somebody's shoulders?
Yep.
Can I try and paint the holes closed?
Sure, so if you want to spend the round doing that, you're able to, with some help so you can get up there,
Yeah.
paint over some of the holes and jam them shut.
Okay.
Who is helping you do that?
You can stand in the cauldron.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'll stand
you
on
know what
Sissy.
I could do is I could create a magic circle by think that's how that works. Can magic circles be... Oh, no, that's just a thing. Never mind.
Yeah,
I thought I could make it corporeal.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have a hut that I can pop up, but that doesn't really help us get through the room. It would just, fade away and we would get crushed.
Yeah.
So we have two different people with the ability for Eldritch Sight, right? We're just presuming we always have that on because it doesn't use a spell slot. Because if not, I'll turn my sight on for this room. And do the runes actually, are they a language?
They are not.
Okay.
How many holes does it look like there are in the roof?
Okay, real quick, time out.
Okay.
Your spell does not function in here.
Oh, that's disappointing.
When I see the spell not work, I just try and cast a light spell. Does that not work?
It does not.
Okay. I start to paint over the holes faster.
Okay. Alright, so this is round one. So the cauldron and Nolzur's pigment and all that is happening. That's one person. What is everyone else doing? Because there is a round timer on this.
Can you explain the Medusa-looking thing again?
Sure. A bas relief of a robed Medusa dominates one wall. It wears a stone necklace with an obsidian pendant and clutches an iron sconce with a burning red candle in it.
I'm going to just point at that thing for everybody else to bring attention to it. And I'm also going to Google what the heck a sconce looks like.
It's just a thing that holds a torch.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe somebody
Google
tried
something
to...
that's really cool.
Maybe somebody could try to blow out that candle? Or something?
Is the candle even lit?
The
candle is lit.
Yeah.
The candle is lit.
Then yeah, duh. Let's blow out the candle. In a safe way. Oh, we have sand around us, right?
Yep. Room is slowly filling up with sand.
Okay, so I vote that if we're not trying to plug the holes, that we take fistfuls of sand and throw it at the flame.
Yeah, go for it. I'm not going to cover all the holes in one round, so there's going to be a bit of sand.
Yeah, I'm going to go and, so for my action, I'm going to scoop up a fistful of sand, and I'm going to try and throw it as globulously as possible onto the flame.
Pocket sand.
Alright. Roll... Improvise... It's an improvised attack with sand. But it's... no, I'm not going to make you roll for this. You throw the sand, the candle goes out. That is your action this round.
Yep.
Okay, so real quick, who was doing the marvelous pigments?
Myself.
Okay.
And Sissy.
So Ralph and Zynum, you're done.
Yeah.
Puffs, what would you like to do?
Alright, so I'm going to say what I'm going to do, and I'm going to explain the mentality behind it. This is going to be real weird. Umbra is going to move aside their mask and take the necklace that you described with the obsidian centerpiece and put it in their mouth. Because every other cell had an oral fixation when you were explaining it.
That's fair.
Alright.
That's fair.
Nothing happens. You do have some sand in your mouth now, and it's kind of gritty and uncomfortable. That's about it.
I'll probably be able to breathe sand now, it's fine.
See, you know what? I would not be surprised if that was true.
You know, it's worked twice now. Yeah, I'm gonna use the
50-50
Warhammer
chance
and just
if it works.
I'm gonna smash Medusa.
Okay.
Oh.
You're hitting. What are you hitting exactly?
The bas relief of Medusa.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Preferably not the necklace part.
19.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
8.
Okay. Yeah, there's now this nice crack that runs across, like, Medusa's face. You don't notice any difference. Hito, that just leaves you. What is your action for this round?
I don't really know, to be honest. Like, we got somebody plugging up the holes.
Do you have a torch?
I do have torches.
Maybe try and pop it in the sconce?
Sure, why not? I'll light a torch, put it in the sconce.
Okay. You would have to remove the candle to put the torch in.
I mean, sure.
There's now a torch in the sconce, and it's lit. You see inside the room, there's sand slowly filling up. It does seem to be slowing down a little bit with Ralph painting over the holes. Round 2. The sand is about 6 inches deep.
Okay.
You guys want to do the same order, or are we brainstorming?
I mean, you can try breathe the sand if you want.
There's only 6 inches of it. They'd have to lay flat on their back. Unless they want to wait until it's a foot deep and then stick their face in it, ostrich style. But I think with
hope it doesn't come to that.
I think the warlock should try use at least the first warlock in sequence should probably try Eldritch Sight again. Now that the candle's out, maybe the candle was what was causing the anti-magic cone to be present.
I have something that might get your same thought process across in a different way, if you don't mind me going first on this one.
Go. I'm all for it. At the minimum, I just want to do something that's low-cost magic that will prove, hey, we can cast magic again.
I take out the Veil of Fear and face it at the Medusa.
Wait, the Medusa's alive? I thought the Medusa was stone.
She's stone.
It's stone. That's going to be your action. Is that what you want to do?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, you take out the Veil of Fear. It is inert. There is no magic in the veil right now.
Okay. Well, that answers that.
All right. I'm going to be painting up more holes.
Okay, so you're painting. The veil was who? Sorry.
That was Umbra.
Okay.
with the jewelry in their mouth.
Sure. Okay. Do you still have the thing in your mouth? You're just leaving your mouth there?
I mean, sure.
I mean, it's something you tell me. I
see no reason to not do that anymore.
Okay.
That sigh scared me.
Okay, so... Coach, what are you doing?
Not sure what else to do, so I'm gonna smack Medusa again.
Okay. Real quick, go ahead and do that. Roll an attack, and then I'll just go ahead and tell you if it's 15 or higher, roll damage.
15.
Okay, yeah, you hit. So roll damage.
1.
I mean, you do some chip damage to it. It's a little worse than it was. It is what it is. Right, so that's your turn. Puffs, Umbra.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Roll a perception check with your tongue.
Oh, my favorite type of perception.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone do this
As
before.
you are...
I'm like swallowing this thing by accident.
Oh god.
Yeah. Alright,
I'm gonna have to perform CPR.
cool. Alright.
Do we notice anything based on that perception check?
No, it was a nat 1. Come on. Right now, all you guys see is sand falling from the ceiling. It is slow. It is getting slowed down by painting over the holes.
Do I have like a sense of like how long it'll take me to paint all the holes over?
So, you think at this point you've spent, this is 2 rounds doing it, you think about 4 more rounds will stop it completely.
It's not a bad conversion rate.
It's not.
It puts us at 4 feet of sand. I mean, as long as we stay on top of it.
That gives us 6 feet in the room.
Is there a door out?
My gosh, if there's a door.
Did anyone ask if there's a door?
No, because I was just thinking okay, so maybe the Medusa's in front of the door. Even if we dealt with the Medusa, after 4 rounds, we're in 4 feet of sand. If the doorways are only 6 feet high, we either one have to dig out of sand to get through it, or we're already crawling through it.
It's better than getting suffocated.
I'm just thinking of comfort.
Alright, so you're looking for a door specifically.
An exit of a variety. Not specifically a door, meanwhile there's a freaking skylight above them. Nope, I want a door only. If I cannot walk through it,
Sure.
no dice.
Alright, so you're just analyzing the room in general for an exit.
Yes.
Roll a perception check.
I can't wait to shut my eyes and I can't wait to poke my eyes out with this perception check. Here we go. Nat 20!
Alright.
There we go.
Damn. Okay, so with a nat 20, you don't get a bonus or anything to it?
Literally my... Oh, sorry,
I
it was a
can
plus
give
one, so it would have
another-
been a 21.
Not that it matters too much. I mean, it's a nat 20. I'm going to give you a lot with a nat 20.
Yeah, I can give a flash
thank
of
God.
The blueprints of the room
For what it's
descend
worth.
upon you.
So, you notice, with that perception check, there seems to be a seam around the Medusa boss relief that would indicate it is a secret door. You would also notice, because you rolled a nat 20, the floor doesn't seem solid. You're actually, as you're standing on it, you kind of, you're doing that
Shifting
thing
my
where
weight?
you dig your foot into the sand just because you're kind of it's just twitch or something that you do to focus. Like you're on the beach, you put your feet in the sand and try to make them sink. You're noticing that, like, as more weight is being put on the floor, it seems like the floor is
Lowering?
bowing under the weight.
Okay.
And there is a rumbling noise under the floor.
Alright, so I will calmly but hurriedly announce that the floor is giving way and the Medusa is hiding a secret door.
Okay.
What I did not give you with that perception check is anything about the button, because Puffs is tongue punching this
The
obsidian.
button.
The button, yeah.
He is
Okay.
tongue punching the button.
Okay.
Well, in that case, it should be activating.
Drusilla stops.
You would think so.
Filling holes.
Mr. Nat 1 perception check, you would think so.
I was right about the oral fixation of these cells.
I never noticed it before, but now that I'm sitting here looking at every single fucking room, it is always something to do with mouths in every room.
I mean,
Yay!
the board.
Even the ones
chomp,
you haven't
chomp,
gone
chomp.
to? Yeah, it's... Anyway.
Does the perception check let me know if the Gorgon's mouth is open?
I mean,
Because the oral fixation may not be
we
our
have
own this
eyes.
time.
Hito, you're up.
Oh, the Medusa's hiding secrets and we've been punching it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at this thing too.
Okay, roll an attack.
Yes!
25.
We are smacking the rocks!
Sure.
Smashing.
Roll damage.
Alright, and I will be using Fury of the Small on this as well. So, 18.
Damn. Alright, so you blast the crap out of this relief. It is unrecognizable. The relief itself seems like it is falling apart. You notice behind it is the same kind of solid stone wall, and you don't seem to be damaging that really at all.
Is the necklace attached to the relief or the wall?
Yes.
Is it still attached to the wall?
So wait, it's still attached to the wall and the guy's got it in his mouth?
So, the necklace, as you're looking at it now, the necklace looks like it was built to look like part of the relief, but it is actually attached to the wall behind the relief directly. Now that
I'm
you just-
not blind.
Right, now that you've destroyed the relief and see the wall behind it, that's what you see.
So, visually, let me get this straight. He took the necklace off of the relief and put it in his mouth with what could be a string or a chain that extended from the jewel in his mouth to the relief.
So,
It's kind of
No,
like
no, no,
I
no.
gave the Medusa a kiss, except for I put its necklace in my mouth.
yeah, so the necklace, it's not a necklace, it's not like a chain. It's literally part of the sculpture. You're like sucking on the wall right now.
I'm so.
Oh, okay.
I'm
When I heard
so
necklace, I thought it was like a loose necklace. Like, okay, I thought it was a loose necklace. Like, I'm gonna take it off the Medusa and shove this thing in my mouth. No, okay.
I have an intelligence modifier of 0. This was the best plan I could think of.
I'm gonna eat it.
Valid.
I can honestly say I have played through this and I've run this, and neither time did this happen. No one ever thought, let's put it in our mouth. That's just not where anybody's head was at. It just...
You did tell us all the plates
You told
should
me
be.
that a lot.
Okay, so Drusilla stops filling holes, and so she's like, maybe we should just wait and see what happens with the floor.
Do you like falling? Because I think we may be falling if we let too much sand get in here.
Well, I can fly. I don't know about you.
Okay, well the rest of... Okay, I can swim. That's my thing. See? Scales? Little things on my neck? That means I can swim. I don't know about these guys, but I don't fly.
Well, it doesn't look like there's a door behind the Medusa.
I thought that's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah, that is exactly
I mean,
what
she's just going off of like the solid wall behind it. It hasn't picked up
You-
on the.
you
Well,
guys-
there is a part of the wall that we can't see, glaring at the one trying to eat the jewelry.
You do know there is definitely a secret door there. You see it. That is...
Okay,
with
so it's
your
no
perception check,
longer secret.
Yeah, you are positive it's a door, you just have to open it somehow.
Okay.
Are we still in turn order, or can I spit the thing out?
Well, so, new turn. The sand has slowed down considerably. There is 11 inches of sand in the room now.
Alright. Still not as intelligent as I should be. I'm gonna spit out the thing into my hand. I'm gonna punch the door wall with my hand that's holding the, for lack of a better phrase, keystone.
Sure. So, as you're looking at this now, I'll go ahead and do this, just for the sake of it. Roll another perception now that you're looking at it.
All right. So, correct me. Inspiration, do I have to do it before I see the result or after I see the result?
Technically, it's supposed to be before, but I'm not gonna... If you want to use it after, that's fine.
Can I give you guidance?
That'll be your action.
That's fine by me. I give you a little bop on the head.
Okay. And so, do you want to roll it, or do you want me to roll it, your guidance?
You can roll it.
Alright. Good. I'm also going to throw my talisman in there.
Okay.
You know what? I'm also going to just throw my inspiration in there.
Ooh la la.
Yes. Yeah, I'll throw in a Flash of Genius, too. So that'll add 3.
So,
You
I'll
get
go ahead
50.
and say this. You've already met the DC, so let's just stop with the shenanigans. There is, as part of this necklace, there is a piece that depresses that is a button, but it looks like it is locked in place right now.
Like we need to move it?
Like the button itself is locked.
Does it match up to any part of the door?
Alright. You guys have it in your head that you're holding this thing. It is literally attached to the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's literal, like it's still on the wall.
Yeah, it is structurally part of the boss
It was
relief
made
and
to
wall.
look like a necklace.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Umbra's just been kind of like sucking on it.
When I tell you were sucking on the wall, that's what I meant. Like you were.
Like the
Frenching
fruit
the wall.
Yeah, the fruit wall in Willy Wonka. Like
Yes, that's exactly right.
The snazberries taste like snazberries.
Oh, man.
So,
Alright, so I'll just kind of like wave everyone over to this, so hopefully somebody smarter than myself can figure it out, and then I'll also clean it off.
okay. So, Puffs and Ralph, you guys are done for this round.
Sounds good.
You have noticed that there is a button, but the button is
jammed.
it is locked. You get the sense that it could be unlocked with some effort, but there's a mechanism holding it in place, keeping it from being pressed right now. I don't really know how to describe it because it's not really written that well in the book, but that's the idea. So, Coach Hitoshura, what are y'all doing?
So it's a mechanism that we believe can move, but just we haven't found a way to do that yet.
Yes. It's the safety's on and you're not sure how to turn the safety off. That's what you're looking at.
That's what I just don't know if I am like going against Alchem's Razor here and trying to think like maybe there was a puzzle in the room that we missed.
What about the other mural?
There was a mural in here?
Well, the whole room is covered with a mural of just the sands swallowing up civilization.
But so nothing depicting this room.
No, that's... yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we need to wait until the sand covers the gem?
Does anyone have a goblet?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't.
I have the alchemist joke.
I have a mess kit which contains a cup.
Okay, because I want to try and I'm going to do the dumb thing and try and trick the jewel into thinking it's covered in sand.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll let you do that. Like, I'm not gonna... You can just rummage through my stuff. There's a lot of scribbled notes about...
So that will be your action.
Jacob.
Is that what
my action will be to take the goblet, fill it with sand, and try and like spider seal, like you're trying to capture a spider, just spider seal the jewel with the sand over it.
Okay, so you do that, you take it off, the button still doesn't press.
Okay, so it's not...
Maybe...
Okay, so that's...
Maybe you need to press it while it's submerged in sand.
It's gonna be really hard to do without magic.
Alright, Coach and Hito.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an idea. I'm going to take the candle that was originally in the sconce, relight it, and kind of move it around the necklace button thing. Maybe its fire was a little bit weird, so maybe it's got some kind of magical near-field communication. I don't know.
Okay, so you do that. Doesn't have any effects. Button is still locked.
How high
Does
is...
the flame reveal anything on the wall as he's doing it?
I would let that be a perception check, but it's not.
Not my turn. Got it.
You already used your action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright,
How-
I'll
how-
do... So I haven't used mine yet, I'll do a perception check.
Okay, roll perception.
Dirty 20.
You know that there is nothing else hidden on this wall. With the light on it, it is just... You also know with that perception, the button is pretty obviously what opens this door. You also sense that it is very imminent. This floor is about to give out. Like, pretty soon.
Quick, everybody climb onto the immovable rod.
Well, I can fly as well.
Can you fly in a magicless environment?
No.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
quite sure.
question. Maybe we're meant to fall?
If we were meant to fall, the room would be made more easily collapsed than waiting for sand to fill it. I would have thought there would be like this stake in the ground that's already there, and then the mural would be depicting like a dwarf smashing with a hammer and the ground
Okay.
collapsing.
Okay, I have an idea for the next round. That, at the very least, we could try to press the gem while it's covered in sand. But I don't even know if that's going to work.
Is this our next round? Didn't we all go?
Alright, so real quick, where is everybody?
I'm standing in front of the jewel. I'm standing in front of the one secret door.
I was just next to whoever made the big perception roll.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so I'm
think
right
we're
next to Designum.
I think we're all
So you all
somewhat
are-
near the button, right?
All of our weight is concentrated in one area of the weakening floor in front of the button.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
Good.
Very
Well-
well, very wise.
I'm going to use the warhammer and strike the ground beneath us.
Well, you don't have to, because the sand reaches a critical point, and you hear this crack as the floor flips open down the center of the room like a trap door that hit the weight ratio that was needed. All of the sand falls. I need each of you to tell me how you are keeping yourself from falling down. Unless you want to just fall.
I grab onto the remains of the
Okay,
something that's still attached to the problem.
sure. Go ahead and roll. You know what? You're right there. What is your strength?
Strength is 11.
Yeah, sure. You're able to just hang on, because you were already messing with it. You grab onto a piece of the relief.
I
Is it?
grab the immovable rod and hang on to that.
Okay. So you are clicking the rod to hold it in place and
Mhm.
hanging on?
Yeah.
Okay. So who was hanging on to the relief? Sorry. Trying to get person by person.
I was
I
hanging-
would have tried hanging on. If the floor suddenly caved beneath me, I would try to hang on to the relief.
Okay. Hito, what are you doing?
That was me. I'm hanging onto the relief.
Okay. Puffs.
I'm going to, with my 19 strength, put my hand so far up this button, and if I can't just indent my fist in this wall to keep a hold of it, then I'll come up with a plan as I'm falling. Because my first thought is to punch my problem.
Okay. So, I will say functionally you're able to do that without a check. You are basically hanging on to the button itself. Ralph, what are you doing?
Okay, I just wanted to double check. In terms of lighting in this room, is it really just the candle that's kind of being lit, and it's just kind of like...
Hito lit a torch and put it in the relief, so you see everything. But right now, all you see is the sand sinking. Like whatever the floor fell out, you are all reacting in the moment. You didn't know it was coming because of Coach's last perception check, so you were ready for it. So I'm not doing reactions only, but what do you do?
Am I in dim light? I'm probably not.
The room itself is lit enough you're able to see everything.
Well, no, that's not actually. That's not the thing. Is the light bad enough for it to be dim light?
Yeah, it's dim light in the whole room.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use my Steps of Night ability, which in dim light or darkness, I can give myself a flying speed equal to my walking speed. So I'm just gonna float out and drift off the ground. That lasts for a minute.
Alright. Is that a magical effect?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so here's what happens. Ralph and Coach, Because, Coach, you click the movable rod. Magic doesn't work in here.
Oh.
So you fall. Ralph, you fall.
I'm sure it's fine.
So, Puffs, Hito, and Zynum, what you see happen, as you look down, the sand is being chewed up between gigantic, basically paper shredders.
Oh, shit.
Giant stone and metal rollers with interlocking teeth beneath the floor. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone took the concept of meat grinder a little too literally with this, but all right.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we know about that
the
now.
mouth. We found the mouth of the...
I will say this. Puffs, you hung onto the button.
Mm-hmm.
You noticed the lock disengage at the same moment that the floor unlocks.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Press the button.
Okay. The door swings open. The three of you are able to go easily enough. Coach and Ralph, is there anything you'd like to do at the last second before you go through literally this meat grinder?
Attempt to smash it in the mouth with the hammer?
Okay.
Okay, I'm... Alright, literal Hail Mary. I'm gonna try my divine intervention.
Roll a D100, sir.
I do not want to die.
Wait, would that even work in a place where magic doesn't work?
I have the power of God and anime on my side. I don't care.
Divine intervention is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is praying to your god, like, hey, can you come in and step in here? You're not generating magic.
Yeah.
It's like no different than yelling to win the lottery.
Yeah, I want... Okay, so do I need to decide what I want it to do first, or can I just roll it?
Tell me what you're asking for.
Okay, I'm asking for some way in which I do not get ground to a pulp.
Okay.
Very, very broad strokes. So,
Sure.
D100.
Yep.
Roll. Nope, that's 35.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, question. Did I hear the door open?
Yes.
Okay, can I change what I'm doing based on that information?
Yes, you can.
Okay. It might not work, but whatever. I'm going to touch myself and attempt to cast fly.
Magic does not function.
I wasn't sure if the door opening changed it.
Nope.
Okay.
Did I like fall? Oh, no, I already tried my thing. I'll
Alright.
fall to my death.
God damn it. Sissy was up there too.
Alright, so, Puffs, you press the button as a reaction. Zynum and Hito, I will allow you two a reaction to try and save your friends. It has to be something split second.
Just grab me. Might be nice.
Or extend a... How long would a quarterstaff be? What, 4 feet?
Do people have rope?
Quarters?
There are ropes. There are ropes. I have rope, but like I'm falling, so
Can we pull it out? Like we're talking like literally reaction.
yeah.
Like
You
I think
guys-
the ropes are in our bags.
Yeah, if you're
The
holding your
rope would've been
quarterstaff, just
something-
poof.
Yeah, I will allow the quarterstaff. The rope would have been something you had to spin, like, okay, we're getting ready to fall, let's get the rope ready, right?
They've all been
That's-
falling for less than 6 seconds, right? So, like, they were in arm's reach. Can you grab them?
Well, no,
You grab that.
We were
then
all
I'll grab
close to
you.
each other, so maybe.
the reason why I said the quarterstaff is because I was acknowledging the fact that people are moving at the same time that I am trying to reach out. So if we're moving at the same rate, the distance, that gap we have, will be constant. So I'm trying to close that gap really quick with 4 feet of something that wasn't there before. So I am going to reach out to the closest person I can and just extend my quarterstaff for them to grab.
Alright,
Whoever's
so
the closest to the door.
I will say this, because this is reactions. The quarterstaff will give you a little leeway. I will allow... Who are you reaching for, Zynum?
Oh,
Cannot reach for both of them.
Who's your favorite child?
I was standing right next to you, Zynum, so
No,
I'm
that's what I'm
probably
saying.
closest.
Like, I think I was going to reach out for the one closest to me, so it would have been Ralph. I would have
Okay.
reached out for
Okay.
So, Ralph,
Do I?
roll...
dexterity to try and catch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
dexterity to try and catch on to the
Okay. I've got a
quarterstaff.
+2 dex, so it's a 7.
Nope, doesn't work.
At least it didn't poke you in the face in the process. That'd be very safe.
Wonderful.
Well, so, Ralph, you are going down. Coach, or not Coach, Hito. Alright.
Yeah, there is still Sissy, who hasn't done anything yet.
Oh, yeah. So, Sissy is also falling. Was there anything Sissy was going to do?
force-empowered rend on the wall.
Okay, sure. Alright. Hito, are you doing anything to try and catch anybody?
I will give them the ability to save themselves by tossing at them the cape of the mountebank.
Ooh.
Okay. Who are you tossing it to?
We'll take a action to cast, I'm pretty sure.
Also is probably magic, but maybe you can catch both ends.
Who knows?
Who
knows where this magic field ends?
Oh,
And it's
Yeah.
the
Well,
only
if he hasn't let go of one end.
Oh,
so wait, you're just
Actually-
gonna try and use that as a rope and try and hopefully if someone touches
I'll
it.
allow that. I mean, I'll allow you to just toss him the cape, too, but it is currently inert as it is in an anti-magic field. But
I mean,
who are you tossing the cape to?
how far apart are they?
I mean, you guys are all crowded pretty close around the boss relief, but so I'd say 5 to 10 feet.
Okay, then just in their general direction, since this is reactionary.
Okay. Coach, I'll let you have a reaction dex save to try and grab the cape.
Fair enough.
Since it is a saving throw, I do still have, Flash of Genius I can use on it. Doesn't say what kind of saving throw I can use it on. So it's a dex save. Crit.
Oh!
Okay. You grab hold. You
Y'all about to
are
lose
not
your
falling.
your cleric.
So,
With the crit and a +3 from the Flash, does that help me help them or anything?
I'll tell you what. With that, a 23 plus 3,
Mm-hmm.
Ralph, you missed the quarterstaff, but Coach is right there, and he rolled really well on his dex save. I'll let you reach out for Ralph. So, Ralph, roll a dex save at disadvantage.
I have, you're within 30. I have one more Flash of
One
Genius.
more
I
Flash
can
of
use.
Genius? Okay.
Oh shit, that's 24 D10s? What?
Don't worry.
I
Carry
think
on.
it was meant to be a secret.
Oh, okay.
So I roll twice.
Oh, okay.
Roll twice and take the lower.
Okay. Oh, is it a dexterity saving throw or just a check?
Saving throw.
Okay, I've got +3 on that. 1. Okay. Oh! Okay, lowest is a 16.
Okay. So, you managed to grab on the Coach, and you are dangling just above the rollers. The force-empowered rend, unfortunately, does not affect the wall really at all. Sissy falls into the rollers and takes 127 points of force damage,
Oh, Jesus.
and is reduced to dust.
Mhm.
Like ground into sand, is literally the text that it reads.
Mm-hmm.
Sissy! Alright, pull me up.
Okay, funeral's over. Let's go. Come on.
So you guys, monkey chained this. You guys are slowly pulling everybody
Oh
up.
my god.
You do make it out of the room. You survived.
We did it. Yeah, we did it.
Draw an anti-magic field generator hit, so yeah. Absolutely. I don't know what that looks like.
We
Yeah.
should take a moment to mourn our fallen.
Yeah, we do. I light a candle for
And
For
as
Sissy.
weird as it'll sound with other
Did you
people,
light the candle
like
for it?
mourning and such, as weird as it'll sound, I'll make another. That's okay.
We don't know you can make another, so for us it's like someone literally dying.
Yeah, no, Drusilla
I
is
understand.
Drusilla is very teary-eyed. She's like, we had such good times.
Right? Umbral takes off their mask completely, mask across chest, and just kind of sits and stares at the ground defeated.
That's okay. I'll make
So-
another. Don't worry.
You know what I did forget? Y'all brought dragon bait with you.
Oh.
Wait, Dragonbait was with us?
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys brought him with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Oh man.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll tell you
Well-
what,
I guess we fed those choppers tonight.
But
We were looking for that
Dragon Bait is
second.
a genius. He would have figured out the button.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon bait was not helpful at all, but did manage to make a dex save to grab hold of something.
Okay,
so
brilliant.
Dragon bait is not dead. I will at least give you that.
That's good.
All right.
you guys get the strong scent of violets off of dragon bait.
Better than urine.
Yep.
I mean, there's a little bit of that too, but
I think we're all
it's
yeah. There's a lot of I'm not.
There's a lot of that going around.
Yeah.
A lot of sodium.
yeah.
Very salty. Okay.
So
What?
yeah, is there anybody that 127 would not have killed?
No, it wouldn't. It's not like double. It's not double my hit point total, but if you hit 0, you get turned to dust, right?
I think if you go... I think last I checked, like, if you take your full life in damage, in one fell swoop, you're dead.
Well,
No, it has to be twice. It has to be twice your whole thing.
It has to be twice. Oh, it has to be twice.
No, in this particular case, if it reduces you to 0 hit points,
Yeah, it's like a
you are
disintegrate.
dust. However, if you do, like if I rolled super low, if you had hit points, there was stuff beneath it, but that didn't come up.
Okay. I could have survived it maybe, but I definitely wouldn't want to risk it.
I could not have survived it.
Yeah.
I would know.
Since we are past it at this point, underneath it is just a little tiny pit with a button on the wall, and if you press the button, the room just deactivates, the rollers go away, and you guys pass the room. So it's possible that somebody just survives falling like a barbarian or something, and then...
For a cauldron?
Did the cauldron have 127 hit points, sir?
No, not even close.
Maybe it has damage resistance from rollers.
From force damage?
For specifically rollers. That's an odd line of text. Damage resistance from rollers. Huh. Wonder why that's in there. I'm sure we won't encounter that anytime soon.
Can never curl her hair.
That's the developer being really salty about their experience in this particular room.
But yeah.
So, I guess can't go backwards anymore.
Nope.
Well, if you really want to, you can go through the oubliette. But you also have opened the final room if you would like it.
Let's
Okay.
walk through the oubliette.
Yeah, I also made a mistake in the previous room where I have gnome cunning, so when I wouldn't have gotten I would have had advantage on the wisdom save.
Oh,
Against-
cool.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it though.
I mean, all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
We got through it.
Before we proceed, I'm going to just Giselle's eyes will flash black, and I'm going to cast False Life on myself for using my Shadow Touched feat. So I get 1d4 plus 4 hit points. Temporary hit points.
sure.
Do I see them do that?
Probably. I'm not super. Now I'm at 100 hit points.
Okay, so I have Fiendish Vigor, which lets me cast False Life without spending a spell slot, no components and the like. So if I see someone casting False Life on themselves, I think my character would also likely follow suit in not knowing why someone would go through the process of casting False Life if they didn't need to.
Giselle's like,
let me
oh my gosh, twinsies.
So,
Yes, the
we know
twinsies.
this next room is like the big room, right? Like, we can kind of see it.
Well, alright.
I just have the fear of God in me, like,
This is one of those out of character, like, you guys know the next one is the big one, right?
mhm.
In character, I mean,
It's anyone's guess.
this is kind of like a fever dream. So, like, do you know?
Just like, the entryway to this thing is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, like, you guys are... I will let you cast any prep spells you would like to.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on all of us and give us a plus 10 to stealth and make us not be able to be traced except by magic means.
Wonderful. Who is still at the lowest hit points?
Oh.
Or rather, who's gonna be taking the most damage apart from me?
I certainly will not.
Well, I no longer have the Steel Defender to help, so
Yeah. You also have healing, don't you, Coach?
No.
No. Okay. Oh yeah, no. It's the alchemist that
Alright.
that has healing.
So, real quick before we get too far into this, going to go one by one. Starting with Hito, what is your alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Hito, your dexterity score becomes 23 for this next room only.
Oh shit. Alright.
Coach, what is your alignment? And
Uh,
Hito, go ahead real quick. Write down.
Ijin. IJIN.
These are the false gods.
Yeah, that is your trickster god.
neutral good.
Neutral good. Go ahead and write down Shagambi, and you get +1 attack anytime you take the attack option.
Nice.
But only if you spell it.
Alright.
Rude.
Puffs, what is your alignment?
True neutral. The stealth check for Pass Without Trace was a nat 20 for 37, by the way.
Bam.
I just don't want us to be seen anymore.
I do not perceive me.
I just want to be able to look at the
I'm
room without
shy.
it killing us for once.
So, Puffs,
Uh-huh.
write down Unk, UNKH, and your constitution score for the next room only is 23.
Oh, nice. It doubled.
So just write down somewhere in pencil what your new hit point total is, because that does increase as well. But again, this is only for this next group.
Okay.
So it only increased by 6. Or no, by 10, because that's how many levels we've done. Okay.
Well, if it doubled...
Wait, if it doubled, you're gonna get a lot more than 10.
What was your con score before?
Oh, shoot, that's right. It was 1, so 5, so it's plus 50.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you have 50 more hit points on top of what you
And I
normally
still
have.
would have died to the grinder.
Yep. Ralph, alignment.
Drusilla is lawful good.
Lawful good.
Not after reading that smut.
She's
lawful good in her eyes.
She follows the law.
Neutral
She
good to
follows
everyone
the
else.
teachings of Stefano Major. She's lawful. She obeys those laws.
So she must be Team Jacob then.
And she is currently in her Team Jacob phase. She's conflicted about it, but that is the camp she's in at the minute. But level 17, who knows?
Yeah, so you're lawful good. Zynum, what are you?
Neutral evil.
Neutral evil. Okay. So, I picked which ones I was giving you guys based on practicality, because I am a nice DM. So neutral evil, write down Nang Nang. You have permanent spider climb.
Ooh.
Oh, that's legit.
Oh, fuck.
You can do a lot of fun stuff
You're
with that.
Spider-Man.
You want to trade?
And then Ralph, you get the last one, which is not lawful good. You get...
I don't mind. I actually just pulled that out of my ass. I don't really give my characters alignment.
It's a description, not a prescription.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ralph, you get Kubazan.
Okay.
Your strength is 23.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. I'll take it. I'm not...
Headbutt it.
I don't think I'm gonna change that.
Who was on Smash?
She just gets really muscular and buff all of a sudden. You know?
Definitely Team Jacob.
Yeah, definitely Team Jacob right now.
Which, just for everyone to know, Ijin is an Almirage. Kubazan is a Frog Hemoth spirit.
Oh.
Nang Nang is a Grung. Shagambi is a Kamadan. I actually don't know what that is. Unk is a Flail Snail. That's
Whoa.
everybody, right? Yeah, that's everybody.
Yo,
which
Commandant
one did
is
I get?
cool.
I get Kamaban. Kondagon?
It's Commandant. It's like
Kamadan.
if
Kubazan.
Kubazan.
A Frog Hemoth.
Kubazan's a frog hemoth. Oh, okay, yeah, so I got real swole.
Shagambi is, so it looks like a jaguar with a bunch of serpents coming out of his neck.
it's if a jaguar was Medusa. It's awesome.
Nice.
Sweet. Makes sense, I almost died in the Medusa room, eh?
Yeah.
Mine's just a
So-
bunny with a horde.
The human bunny, though.
Alright.
They have a lot of mythology backing them. It's really cool.
Yeah, they do. But seriously, guys, if you get a chance to play Tomb of Annihilation, take it. It is a fantastic module.
I'm
And the-
very much having fun.
The tomb itself. So, just above game, since we're at the end's
Mhm.
room, these tombs were all made by the same guy. He is a lich. He is very powerful, very ancient. This is basically adventurer farming. His goal is to kill you all and take all your magic shit. All of his rooms, there is a way through the dungeon, but most of the rooms, like the vast majority, are designed just to kill you or drain your resources.
It's kind of upsetting that the card doesn't have the room for this dungeon, like the one that gives the players the biggest boon and heart attack at the same time, with the forbidden thing in it.
Right?
The what?
The level spell in this dungeon, but the card doesn't have it.
So I'm guessing we're coming up against the Atropal?
Yes.
I'm literally looking at the card right now.
Yeah. So,
Don't worry, guys. It's only a 4/4. I'm sure we'll make it out just
But it
fine.
is
It's got pal right in the name.
Yeah, Galpal.
Atropals are so creepy looking.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm looking at the token, and it's...
Well, there's
so-
their wiki link too.
you guys have your new ability for this room. Is there any other buffs
Yes.
that you would like to do?
Umbra, Drusilla is going to flip open her book, and whoosh, a flash of light will show up, and you are imbued with a death ward. So if you drop to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 hit point instead.
Sweet.
And that is not concentration. Does anyone need healing? We haven't taken much damage, have we?
No.
I haven't taken any damage, but what I will do is I am going to use the Staff of Defense we got from the last dungeon that I'm still carrying around. I'm going to use a charge of it to cast Mage Armor on myself. To change my armor status from 12 to 13. Ha! Take that.
Nice.
And you do so.
Airden is going to touch the Warhammer and make it a magic weapon. So +1 to attack and damage.
Sure.
Now we sneaky nat 20 37 stealth can't be detected except by magic. Our way into the room, right?
Yes, you go into the room, so let me read you the text and then I have a picture for you guys for reference.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. So, as you open this final massive gate, crumbling balconies overlook a pool of lava filling this triangular chamber, above which is suspended an enormous crystal cylinder held in place by 3 adamantine struts. Wraith-like forms swirl inside the cylinder, and otherworldly screams hang in the air. 4 long, writhing tentacles sprout from the cylinder's cap. A shriveled monstrosity the size of an elephant floats near the cylinder. Its body is wet and malformed, its arms and legs are atrophied, and its oversized head drips black goo. This creature is attached to the cylinder by a twisted, necrotic umbilical cord.
That was going to be exactly the reference I was going to use. I was like, yeah, it sounds like an umbilical cord to me. Oh, lo and behold.
Everything in that picture except the guy.
Goopy. So goopy.
So, this is on some... This is basically hovering above lava right now.
Okay.
That...
We should fix that.
I can
Shoving
fly
it into
over
the
lava,
lava?
so...
Well, I'm Venom, so...
For
I'll just be-
reference, that bottom
The triangle?
room... Yeah, the triangle, that's the room.
Yep.
So,
Eldritch God thing with tentacles and babies.
as you
Love it.
enter the room, you are all very stealth. It does not see you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god. Okay, who has ranged attacks?
I do.
I do?
Is there any structural weaknesses that we can see?
So, looking through this room, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, this ain't gonna go well. Because I'd like it to go well. Perception. That's a lovely 14.
Okay. So, as you're looking, you see this gigantic cylinder. Inside it, you see pressed up, like, there are swirling figures inside, and there's a lot of them. But you just catch a glimpse. The lady that was rotting as she was alive, you see her soul inside this just for a moment as it continues to swirl. And you get the sense that enough time has passed that she passed on, and her soul is trapped here.
Oh.
As you are looking,
Okay.
you also see the Atropal pull a soul from this through the umbilical cord and consume it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we have to break the bottle.
You do notice that there are 3 struts, and there are 4 tentacles on top of this cylinder that look like the way they are acting, they are defensive and would probably protect the cylinder itself.
So either break the cylinder or break the struts and drop the thing into the lava?
I think breaking the struts might be easier if those things look like they're defending the cylinder. I say those were arranged. We could try to take care of the distant ones while Fohammer here can just smash on the one in front of him. That's the best I got. I think we should stay as far away from the Atropal as possible, stay away from anything that's defensive as possible, and buy as much time before nothing actually starts to want to deal with us.
Yeah.
Because the moment we touch that cylinder, it's going to go into a rage mode because we're attacking a fuel source.
Yeah.
And once he sees that we're going after its fuel source, they ain't going to be happy. So maybe breaking the bottle, maybe boiling the bottle is a better idea. Just hit the struts and then let the souls and presumably it go into the lava beneath it.
I mean, it will probably be getting a lot of assistance from this giant bottle. So, like health-wise.
I will say, you're getting a lot of sulfur and ham and violets from Dragon Bait right now. Carry on.
Yeah, we need to decide to do something quick.
Alright, I'll act as bait because I have the Death Ward. And go directly for the bottle. You guys break the struts.
Before we begin, we're real super stealth and can take a minute, right?
Yeah. Right now, you guys are not detected. You have time.
I'm going to blast one of the struts with a 5th level magic missile.
Is that before or after the 1 minute we want to talk?
Well, no, but Drusilla is saying I've got these charges left. I can do that.
Yeah, give me 1 minute to study it, and I can gain some kind of meta information about it with Know Your Enemy.
Actually, yes, you can.
Oh yes, come on, stealth.
Are the struts metal?
They're adamantine.
Adamantium.
Oh,
so would heat metal?
Wolverine's made out of this stuff.
Wait, don't you mean residuals?
Would heat metal work?
Unobtainium. Yeah, no, it's...
Captain Cholt made out of this.
So if it is indeed a metal, regardless of the type, would heat metal work?
It would make it hot.
Yeah. Anything touching the metal would take some heat damage.
Okay.
Might be really hard to destroy the struts.
So, I will say if you guys want to take time with your stealth rolls, you are undetectable. So if you want to take 3 minutes and just study everything in the room, I'll give you whatever meta information you're supposed to have.
Okay.
Spell lasts for an hour, guys, so...
Okay.
Fair enough.
In that case, I'll do 4 minutes will get me all the meta information that Know Your Enemy can possibly do.
On the Atropal.
Yeah, it's only creatures. I can't gain anything about the other structures.
Is the room like you displayed it in the picture?
Yes.
So we know that those 2, other rooms with...
Those are balconies. Those are elevated, you would be looking up at those right now.
Do we know what's on them?
No.
Okay.
You can't see onto them right now.
I don't really have anything that can gain any more insight than what we
Would I
doing.
break sneak if I spider walked on the wall to see if I could see what's on the balcony, or are they...
I would require another stealth check for that.
Ooh, nope, not gonna risk it.
I could give you guidance for it, but...
Well, because here's the thing. Pass Without Trace is only when you're within a certain distance from the caster.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, 30 feet.
So unless he's hugging the wall and everyone's with... Because even if I were to climb, I still have only so many feet to go. It's not worth breaking Without Trace. So I think what I'll do is, since I have a ranged attack, I'll go for one of the struts, but I'll do it from an elevated position, so that way I could
move higher up once,
if
a fight breaks out.
Yeah, once the fight breaks out, I'll be moving.
Okay.
But
For the record, I'm not starting combat until everybody says we're starting combat.
Yeah.
So you're just talking it out right now.
Yeah. I have Firebolt and Catapult I can do from range.
Alright, so you got Hito, you did Know Your Enemy, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're observing, I guess there's only the Atropol that is an actual creature.
Yeah.
Well, no, the tentacles would also be 4 identical creatures.
I mean, if we got the time, I can study it all.
Yeah, so you would... Let me just give you numbers. How about that?
Sure.
Alright, what do you want to know about the Atropol?
Well, since we've got the time, I can do all of it, right?
Alright, so name off what you would learn.
Okay.
And I'll give it to you.
So, strength score,
19.
dex score,
5.
con score,
22.
oof, armor class,
7.
current hit points,
225.
total class levels.
18.
How many of them are fighter?
None!
17.
How many of them are leveled in baby?
Level 18, baby.
No, like that's literally one of the things I can ask. I can ask.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
I can
that's crazy.
I can say total class levels and then how many are fighter.
That's awesome.
So if you answered that, I didn't hear you over everything.
What was it?
Total fighter level.
0.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's everything that I can ask with Know Your Enemy.
Okay. I will also give you the tentacles. While they do not have a complete character sheet, they do have a strength score of 22.
Dex.
Well, like I say, they don't have a full character sheet.
Oh, okay.
They have a strength score of 22, armor class 15, and 30 hit points.
Okay.
Each of those, there's 4 of those. And then there's the Soulmonger and, well, the cylinder. It is the Soulmonger, which is what it's called.
That's cool.
And the 3 struts. But you don't know about that.
Yeah, I can't get anything on this.
So, that's what you know.
Okay.
Alright.
Thoughts? Feelings?
It'll take about 32 punches to kill it.
That's alright, we'll just extend this entire combat by 32 rounds and hope that God it doesn't kill all of us in that span.
Do you think I need 32
Nothing can
rounds to do
possibly
32
go wrong.
punches?
Yeah, you can do at least 2
Fair,
each round.
sorry.
So you can do it in 16 rounds. At the max. At
That's
the maximum.
better.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So that's
I also
so,
have extra attack, so that helps.
So the thing is that the low AC is deceptive, like it's
Because it's so many
deceivingly
hit
easy to
points.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know how many hit points
It does.
it gains back.
Oh yeah.
When it noms on a soul.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So that 225 is just the starting point.
Yeah.
We have no idea how many souls are in there or how much he gains back from it.
So instead of trying
We
to
just have a
blast
starting
the
point.
struts, should we just try and break the Soulmonger itself, like the glass?
My fear is that the more... Okay, so if we do hit the glass, we have to hit it as hard as possible to actually cause the glass to break. Because the moment it knows that we're trying to go for it and we fail to do it, we've given up the element of surprise.
Well, what if we just use all of our surprise resources to try and shatter the glass? Like, destroy the whole thing entirely?
So yeah, I can...
Because then it would be... No, sorry, go on.
If I can get like right up next to it, I can blow 5 attacks, all of them with superiority dice, in one round. And then I'm like spent. That's all my resources other than just regular attacks and stuff. But I can do like one big round.
One big round.
Yeah, well, getting to it might be a bit of a problem. Because
we got 4 things working against
And
us
the lava.
that don't seem to have mobility issues.
Yeah.
Well, the
Um,
lava is if you fall.
But,
I can
But
make
he's
him
obviously
fly.
got a tightrope walk.
but yeah, 4 of those 5 hits would be melee.
I can slap him on the back and make him fly.
Okay, that works. But in terms of
Is
surprise...
that a concentrate? Is it? Yeah, as far as surprise goes. Yeah, as far as surprise goes, I think our best bet would be fly, punch the crap out of him as often as we can, and then from there, we just have to keep the Atropol and the tentacles busy enough to get our guy back. Like, I'm just trying to think what happens after the surprise, after we surprise it.
I still have the Death Ward, right? So if I just start wailing on it, I'm an unavoidable target. It has to deal with me punching the crap out of it. So
Yeah.
you guys can break everything, and I can act as distraction because I can pop up right next to it.
Yeah.
Do we want him to pop up right next to it first, or do we want to? Man, there's a lot of.
I think I'm just going to use my surprise round to blast the Soulmonger with the 5th level magic missile.
Oh wait, you don't need to cast fly on me. Give me my cape back.
That was a lot better than what we were planning.
I mean, is there anywhere for you to
so we-
stand
I can
Yeah,
give
on
somebody
the-
else fly too.
on top of the
if you
container?
look at the Soulmonger, there's 2 struts extending out, which would be the one of the 3 struts. So he could presumably balance himself on that. if not just flat hug the soulmonger itself.
Okay. I hope that will work out for you.
It'll just, at least for one turn.
Yeah.
I mean, like, right now, like, we're focusing all on this one turn and kind of improvising from there, because we don't know what the attribute will do.
Yeah.
No plan survives the first encounter with the enemy.
That's very true. But, we'll work it out as we go.
And everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. I mean,
Okay, so we have that. So we're gonna magic missile and
Can somebody else do a ranged
Kung Fu
attack on the
Fury.
soulmonger? Does someone say catapult?
I can catapult.
yeah, I could Eldritch Blast
Yeah.
as best I can. I'm just trying to think. No, it has to be on a. Wait a minute. We have the full stats. Do we have anything that will cause the Atropol to do a saving throw?
I mean, I have a bunch of spells that can make it do saving throws.
Because I have Hex.
I'm gonna force it to do 4 strength saving
Hex
throws.
is for ability checks.
Yeah.
Just for point of order.
Oh, ability check.
Yeah.
Do we know what
Yeah.
type of creature this is?
You
It's
do
a
not.
baby.
Can we roll to try and identify that?
I will let you roll nature or religion.
I can roll the religion and and give myself guidance. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately,
well, all right.
It's
Who is maintaining pass without trace?
I am. That would be Umbra.
Okay. Okay, so fine. Guidance, go ahead.
18.
18.
What is this baby?
Yeah, actually. So, this is... You would know... You know that this is not of the natural world. Or, hang on, what did you roll? Religion?
Yeah.
This is a...
But in terms of, like, in its relation to the Twilight universe.
Oh dear God.
So this is a creature that is pulled from the void, the Shadowfell, or some dark layer of the abyss. It is basically...
Right now it is a Titan.
Right
It is-
now it is a
it is-
Titan.
It has the potential to become a god, but it is atrophied and malformed and abandoned. And it would take a lot of power and life force. It is a parasite that if it feeds enough, it becomes a deity.
So we want to cut off its food source.
Fair.
No num-nums for Baba.
Would that be fair to assume then that my pack weapon, Lightbringer, that deals extra damage to undead creatures, would deal extra damage because undead normally come from those areas?
It doesn't seem undead to me because
It does not seem like
that's
that.
relevant to a cleric.
So, I will say this. Dragonbait, use Divine Sense.
Oh.
That turns to you, gives you a thumbs up.
It's undead.
It is undead.
Okay, cool. That means I can make it scary.
So our reward from the first dungeon is super useful in the second dungeon.
Woohoo!
Who could have planned that? Okay, wait. So if we know it's undead,
That'll be good with Dragonbait as well because he probably has some sort of paladin-y.
I have
Undead
2
smiting.
paladin spells. Hell yeah.
Cool.
So is there anyone particularly... Because now I finally know what Magic Circle does, and it happens to have an aversion to the undead.
Oh, I also have Magic Circle.
So if we need... Well, now if we have 2 people that particularly need to survive this particular deal, we at least have something.
Oh, so we can just straight up send 2 champions in and have 2 people support 3 champions in because we have Dragonbait.
Yeah, if as long as we can get him over there.
Oh, that is true. The range is only 10 feet.
Fly.
But once it's there, it's good.
Fly.
It is also a minute casting time, so...
Yeah, Circle of Power
Oh,
is not.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. You're thinking Magic
Instantaneous.
Circle. I'm looking at my Circle of Power spell. That's different.
Gotcha.
No, Magic Circle is 1 minute, unfortunately. Okay. So let's do this. So we're still doing sneaky bits now. Could we... There is a vocal component.
To what?
Can a vocal component be whispered?
Yeah,
So,
with a 32 stealth.
technically,
37.
here's the deal. Technically, casting a spell pops you out of stealth.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm letting you guys plan a lot. The minute you start doing stuff, you think it's probably going to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
So, do we need to make something fly?
One
Well,
of
we
the
have the
melee
cape.
fighters, at the very least. Well, we should also double check our initiative order to help plan, right?
Yeah, I'm way down at the bottom. But
Me too.
ruling question though. So when I tried to save myself with fly and it didn't work, did that burn a spell slot?
I would say no.
Okay, so I can make 2 things fly.
We have 2 melee fighters.
touch them both.
So
Well, that's casting a spell,
Yeah.
so I think that would be
Oh,
yeah, that
like
would be
literally
that would be
the
okay.
basically.
Okay,
Here's how this
not
is gonna
yet,
go. I need when we get to the point where we're doing stuff, you get one surprise round,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna tell me what action you take during your surprise round, and I will let the surprise round happen in any order, but then we go into initiative order after that.
Okay.
Does
So
that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Casting a spell will use the action.
Like you can do bonus action, all that. You get a full round, but
I know that, but I'm trying to think of I'm trying to like maximize everyone's usage of the surprise round because we only get one of these. So I would awfully hate it if Skull's entire contribution is like, all right, off you go, you can fly now, happy thoughts, and like that's what he gets for the surprise round. It's a motivational pat on the back.
Any free action before combat starts is good.
I mean, it's also enabling attacks, so it's less of a motivational pat on the back, and it's more creating an opportunity that wouldn't be available to one of the fighters.
Yeah.
Right, but I was hoping like there would be like maybe I'm not aware of a bonus action thing that they'd be able to use to either set something up or whatnot, but I'm thinking too deep into it actually.
So who's casting the fly?
I can.
Okay,
but
so
you need to know.
but
for me to do
but
that
you're
because
you're
that
you're
means a
low
lot
on
of
initiative
technical-
round, aren't you?
This is before.
Okay, well,
This is the surprise.
okay. No, yeah, that's fine.
So he's casting fly on the two martial artists. The martial artists are doing what martial artists do.
with 60 feet of fly speed.
Exactly how far away is the Atropal, actually? Is it about 50, 60, 30, something number?
It is from where you guys are. You guys are all crowded on the staircase right now.
Yeah.
So I will say from most of you, it's about 55, 60 feet away.
Okay, cool.
So with the fly speed, you can reach whatever you want to reach.
Good to know. Okay, so I have two options here. I can either blast the thing with a magic missile, or I can bless everybody.
Bless impacts every one of my attack actions, right?
Yeah, as long as I maintain the concentration.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
So that's
Or no,
Saving throw.
attack rolls and saving throws, my bad. Yeah.
so that impacts. Presuming all of us have extra attack, that adds a bonus at least 10 times per round.
Yeah.
I think bless.
Yeah. I mean, cleric's gonna cleric. And there's 6 of us, including Dragonbait, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, quick point of order for me, is Dragonbait getting a fly?
He should be.
I thought we were doing 2.
Yeah, I thought we were doing the monk and...
I thought the monk was just
Well, yeah.
gonna, like, sprint across the struts.
So
One of us has the cape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if one of us has the...
Oh, yeah, the cape and
I'm
mountebank.
Yeah, so they cape... So one of us has the cape mountebank, they mountebank their way up there, so that's one person dealt with. So I think we still have 2 slots for flying.
True.
you want to give the cape to Dragonbait?
No, I said we keep the cape.
Maybe
I say we
maybe
give him
Puffs,
flying.
you should take the cape.
As long as I don't have to give up my bonus action.
Oh, I think Dimension Door is a bonus action, so maybe
No, it's not.
is it not?
Using the cape as an action.
Oh, it's an action. Okay. Well, then that would just be your surprise round.
Yeah, I kind of want to be able to hit it a lot in the surprise round.
Maybe we do want to give Dragonbait the cape of mountebank for now.
Bait the cape.
Bait the cape.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes the cape. Thumbs up.
If he
Okay, cool. Good dragon boy.
could Dragon Boy.
Is that everyone knowing what their job is for the first round?
Except for the vanilla warlock. My voice, flames flicker, harmless tremors. Okay, forget it. I'm gonna spider walk around the wall. I'm gonna hex the Atropal and I'm gonna hit it with E-Blast till I die or he dies, whichever comes first.
Fair enough.
Okay, so, bam. Surprise rounds.
Start.
Alright, fly on the fighters. Bless on everyone. So that's you two. Everybody else, tell me what you're doing. Hito, we'll start with you.
Okay. Since the cape got taken from me, I was one of the recipients of fly, right?
Yes, you can reach anything you would like in the room.
Alright.
Unless you're trying to get to, like, the balcony or the back of the room. But the Atropal, the tentacles, the struts, the soulmonger, everything's in range.
That's fair. Am I still hitting the soulmonger, or am I gonna go for the Atropal?
I think we agreed to break the bottle.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
breaking the bottle, I'm breaking the baby.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna help break the baby. You just focus on the bottle.
Gonna fly right up to the bottle and just spend my entire everything.
Okay, so, I mean, it's a surprise round. The bottle is not surprised.
Fair enough.
So just roll your attacks.
You
All right.
are blessed, so a d4 on every attack roll.
Oh, on every single one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clerics are amazing.
Yeah.
I'll use it on things
alright.
that miss.
So, alright, so that hits.
Okay? And
Okay.
ignore everything except the damage because it's not a creature. So first hit does 16 damage.
Okay. Some cracks appear in it.
Cool.
Second hit is a critical miss.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah,
You can't. It's a miss.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It hurts me,
Nat 1 with an 11 is amazing, though.
Then
Yeah.
Mm.
right?
Then action surge to get 2 more attacks. Let's keep going. 26.
So that's. Oh, I see. So 13 plus 9 is 22. So it's 16 plus 22 is 38.
Okay.
Okay.
One more.
More cracks showing. That hits.
11, 4, so another 15.
So we were at 38.
Alright.
So that's plus 15 is 53.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
And then I got one more thing I can do.
Let's hear it.
Gonna back up, like literally straight upwards with fly, and expend my last superiority dice to do quick toss with the throwing axe.
Okay, well, actually, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Throwing axe. Let's see. That hits. That just hits.
So 10 damage. Yeah, plus another 10, so 20 more
That-
damage.
Damn. Alright. So it's 20 more, so that's 73. Okay.
With a hand axe, that's so cool.
That is, yeah, that's a boss fucking thing. Okay.
Oh, and Fury of the Small on any one of those, so another 10.
Sure, so just add another 10.
Yep.
So 83 damage total.
Shit.
Okay. You have done some serious damage to the Soulmonger. It is still intact.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I got. That's all 5 superiority dice. For my action surge, I'm pretty much spent except for regular attacks now. But
Okay.
Regular attacks are great.
yeah.
But it looked cool.
I
I
will
will
say,
say,
for the sake of it, you are. Nah, I can't even justify it. Your axe is in the lava, so it's.
That's fine. If you notice,
Oh, it's not lodged in the glass.
no, it's fine. If you notice, I spent some money and I have 10 of them.
Okay, that's fine. I just for you to keep track. Yeah,
Awesome.
you're down a hand axe. It does not exist. Okay, so that was you. Who else? Puffs, you're doing what?
Alright, so I'm going to fly over to it, use Hexblade's Curse, and swing at it twice with Lightbringer, and then I'm going to do Key to beat the crap out of it afterwards. So here's the first attack with Lightbringer, 25 versus AC.
AC is 7.
Against the 7 AC attribute? Yeah, it hits.
Alright, for 20 radiant slashing damage.
Okay. Let's see.
Second one is a 12.
You roll.
12 hits. So
yeah.
you watch it take. Oh, go ahead. All right. So 20, 18.
18, and then I have my my monk's unarmed strikes
Yeah.
to do with them. So 18 for 9 and 15 for 4 or for 5.
Okay. So it takes 14 bludgeoning and what's that? 38, 76 radiant. It is vulnerable to radiant damage.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
good to know. Hee hee.
So that's 78 plus 14 is 88, 92 damage.
This is what happens when you load up a monk.
It is shrieking at this point.
Surprise! Why did it?
Surprise, motherfucker.
You didn't. None of them were crits. All of them hit.
I crit on 19s now because of the mark, just for future reference if it shows up weird.
Cool.
Okay, that's me.
Alright, who's left?
I am left. At least I am left. I don't know who else is.
Well, it's you and Dragonbait, but I'll do Dragonbait after you're done.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm 60 feet. E-Blast only has a range of 30. So I'm going to try and...
Eldritch Blast? Did you say E-Blast with a range of 30?
Yeah, because it's not Eldritch Lance, because he doesn't
Yeah.
have that invocation.
I
Oh.
took Agonizing Blast instead.
so Eldritch Blast has a range of 120.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 120.
Hex
Okay.
has a range of
30.
I think I was looking at the wrong Eldritch when I was trying to look at the spells. Hex has a range of 90.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're good.
Yeah.
Everything's in range for you. You do you.
That
Okay.
makes
no, no.
Lance 240? Sheesh.
Lance, I think, goes to 300.
Lance is
Why would-
300.
Why would you ever need that much range?
There is a map in Curse of Strahd that requires that much range.
Fair enough.
I'm just
damn.
snipe him. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to cast Hex on the Atropol.
Sure. Just for giggles, which score?
If it's not saves, then Constitution.
Okay.
And
So Constitution checks. Gotcha.
Yeah, Constitution checks works. And then, am I blessed? I can't remember.
Yep, you
Everybody's
are.
blessed.
Okay, everyone's blessed. So I get a +4 to the roll. I'm just going to be blessed like a good warlock.
Hell yeah.
10. Oh, that hits.
It does still hit. Yeah.
All right, so
They're all at advantage too, because surprise round.
oh,
Don't forget.
well,
Check for crit.
yeah, no, check it for crit. Second roll is 19. Okay, it just definitely hits.
Yeah, so it hits.
All right, and with 2 beams because it's at least at 5th level, 18.
The Atropol takes 18 more damage.
And that's hex. That's hex. And then I'm gonna spider climb backwards up the wall to see if I can see anything on the balconies that can help us. Can I see anything on the balconies 30 feet up a wall, looking outward?
You do see on each balcony there are just scattered all around. You see glass jars, and you're not sure what they are.
Glass jars.
So.
That can't be good.
I'll just let the party know that I see a bunch of glass jars on the balcony.
Let me go ahead and read the description.
Sure.
2 facing balconies halfway along the room are littered by ornate glass bottles, fluted silver urns, ivory caskets, and other vessels, all of them inscribed with baleful sigils. That's what you see.
Oh, that's a loot area.
Probably old soul jars or something.
Or the old adventurer loot.
Could be the old adventurer loot. Because why would you need soul jars when you have the soulmonger?
And by the
Maybe
way, if you're not sure,
prototypes?
baleful means
You don't know.
harm or menacing.
You don't know what it is. That's what
Yeah.
you see.
That is indeed what I see. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Dragonbait is going to, because he can't reach the Atropol without spending an action to dash, he is going to instead run up one of the struts and unleash on the Soulmonger itself.
Get it, boy.
Dang.
So he gets to make 2 attacks. That's gonna hit, and that's gonna hit. So he gets
What does his hit smell like?
his hits. They smell like Holy Avenger.
I love that essence.
I love exactly. I love that it's fully Avenger. Amen. I will grab that for my apothecary next time.
My name is Dragonsbane. Killed my father. Prepare to die.
This is the soulmonger with 6 fingers.
Oh my
All
god.
right. So he deals ass ton of damage. Well, his second attack is absolute garbage, but so he does a good chunk of damage to the Soulmonger. There are cracks running through the length of it now. It is still standing. We are now in regular initiative order.
Yep.
Atropol is no longer surprised. The tentacles on top of the Soulmonger are no longer surprised. Puff, you're up.
Hell yeah. Alright. I'm gonna keep smacking at it.
All right.
21 versus AC will hit for 19.
Yeah.
22 with 17. Alright, lose another key.
What, 36 before the radiant bonus?
So that's 72 at this point.
And then I will. Where is my unarmed strikes? There they are. Unarmed strike.
Yep.
For 8 more. And
80. Yep.
6 more.
86 damage to the Atropol on your turn.
Jesus.
And I'm just gonna point the Lightbringer at it as it glows and kind of like put it under my chin, like hit me here.
The Atropol looks real bad right now. You have just blasted the shit out of this thing. That
Is
is.
this big guy gonna run away from me too?
That's your turn.
Yes.
Zynum, what are you doing?
Do I see what tentacle is reaching into the soulmonger?
Well, so the tentacles are not reaching in. The tentacles, there are 4 of them on top of the soulmonger that defend it. The Atropol has its umbilical cord attached to a nozzle at the top.
Okay, so I almost want to try to hit the umbilical cord, but I feel like that's asking for a bit.
It seems like the soul thingy is fit to crack, but so does the Ultra Ball. So
Right, exactly. So
no bad targets except for the tentacles, it seems.
yeah, no bad targets of the tentacles.
we'll see how the tentacles do.
At this point, should I just go for killing blows at this point instead of trying to like surgically cut the umbilical cord?
You do you.
All right.
Force it.
Yep. I'll E-Blast the Atropol.
I believe in you, buddy.
23.
That's
There
good.
we go. That's damage. Now this is pod racing. 17 damage.
Okay, it's still up.
It's
Real,
not dead,
real
so I
bad.
can change it.
I know at least one of y'all is doing math and sees where this thing is at. But anyway, keep going.
I
Bold of you to
refuse to do
assume
that.
I can't do math.
I teach English.
Oh,
I do too, unfortunately. But I do keep statistics, but I wasn't keeping track of it.
It's,
How far-
it's below half, definitely.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
like 40.
Yeah, we did crap chat. I haven't done the math on it, but how far? Like, okay, so I want to move from the wall in the back to along one of the diagonal walls along the side. We're not gonna have enough. Darn it! If I fall, how much speed would that take? If I fall from, well, actually, no, I'm gonna be taking fall damage. Darn it!
What are you trying to do?
The lava?
No, because what I was going to do was I was going to drop down the wall I'm at, which is the back wall. I was going to run along the floor, and then with the least possible exposure to lava, jump, and then Spider-Man grip the diagonal wall that is holding up the balcony. And then eventually try to make your way up to the balcony.
You would not have enough movement from where you're at right now, if I understand correctly.
I knew I didn't have enough speed to do all of that, so I was trying to figure out how much speed I would lose if I just released my suction cup grip. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, at that point, it's just like...
So, we can do a high-stakes acrobatics check if you would like to.
No, my strength's way too low for an acrobatics check. Okay, so then what I'll do then is I'm just going to prepare for my next action. I'm going to climb back down the wall in a diagonal fashion to get me as close to that diagonal wall as possible. And considering how vague I was, I'll let you dictate how far away I am from the wall after my movement of 30 feet.
All right, I would say with 30 feet, you get about halfway there.
Okay, that's fine. I'll accept that. As long as I'm still in range of the Atropol, that's all I care about.
Well, with your Eldritch Blast, anywhere in this room is in range. This is not
a big room.
From corner to corner, you might be getting to 120 feet.
Okay, never mind. Then we're good then.
Yeah.
Then I'll just be taking my turns trying to get to the balcony while hitting the Atropol. That's it for me.
Hito, you are up.
Alright. Let's just take more cracks at this soulmonger.
All right, let's see him.
Fly back down on top of it. Smack it with an axe again.
Yep. All right, so you do 13. Hang tight, because the tentacles are now aware. They are not surprised. And they are going to reach up and react to you attacking.
Abracadabra. They reach up and grab you.
Yep.
So, does a 24 hit you?
Just barely.
Okay. You take 38 bludgeoning damage
Alright.
as one of the tentacles uses its reaction to slam into you.
How?
So,
Only one of them?
yeah, only one of them.
Alright.
Still got your other attack.
I do still have my other attack. And actually, I just remembered because one of those... Wait, hold on. That shit was gonna hit. Yeah, since one of those attacks missed last turn, I do still have one more superiority die. So, one more attack with the short axe, 27 hits,
Yeah.
dealing 13 damage.
Okay. So, Soulmonger takes it. And you do get attacked by another tentacle. Does a 25 hit you?
It would. I'm going to use my reaction to do defensive duelist.
Okay.
So, for this attack in particular, my AC is 26.
Cool. So that
Nice.
misses you. Alright. Is there anything else you're doing?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Coach, you are up.
Okay, so I can fire a couple catapults or fire a couple firebolts.
Dealer's choice.
Great.
And then what do you want me to hit, to try to hit?
Whatever you think. It's up to you.
I will say both the Atropol and the Soulmonger look like they're about to break, so take your choice.
Let's destroy both, just to be sure.
I'll
Just kill both.
send a catapult at either.
Okay, so how does that work? What is... like the spell catapult?
Yeah.
You launch something towards it.
Okay.
And it has to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, okay. Alright, so...
Can
What
you launch
object?
mystery vials?
what object are you launching? Just for...
I'm launching 2 random stones that I happen to find.
Cool. The Atropol does not, with a -1, make its dex save, and the stationary object also does not make its dex save. So roll your damage.
16 to the Atropol, 18 to the other thing.
Okay. They both take 0 damage.
Is that because it was...
Rude? It's because it was rude.
While it was magic that launched the item itself was not magical.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
Alright, is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they've been hit by non-magical items.
So, it is now the Atropol's turn.
God, it's going before me. That's so embarrassing.
Feel better. Hopefully it's going after me. I taunted.
Yeah.
It's going to start off with a massive... It just starts to scream. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone has a D4 to that.
Yep. So, in order... Let me just go in order. Coach, what is your con save?
21.
Okay, you pass. Hito, con save.
25.
Okay, you pass. Puffs, con save.
1 second. 12, and if that doesn't succeed, then I can throw my talisman, which I'm going to just...
Well, that does not succeed, so go ahead.
So, 14,
Okay, did you add your d4 to that?
unfortunately.
That is a fail. You gain a level of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Let me go look up those rolls.
You just for the first one, it's just disadvantage on ability checks.
Ralph, con save.
16.
That's a fail.
God damn
Take a
it.
con save. Or take a exhaustion level.
Okay.
Xynum.
Where do I put those?
Oh dear God, 7.
That's exhaustion level. And if it makes you feel better, Dragon Bait also rolled a nat 1. So he also has an exhaustion level.
I might as well have used my magic missile. My brain isn't doing shit. Oh, there it is.
Has it affected
One.
hits so far? To the Soulmonger?
What?
The Bless?
Well, bless...
No, that was just a...
It helps hit the Soulmonger. The baby doesn't need any help hitting it, really.
Okay, so with that done, it is going to... Who is nearby?
I'm in its face.
It's going to attack you.
Yep.
Does a... Jesus.
Jesus doesn't hit me.
For being
He
on
was a pacifist.
Or actually, no, I don't roll. You roll. That actually is good for you.
Jesus
Roll
hit
it.
like a truck.
It reaches out towards you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. 20, and if I need to, I can add stuff to it.
Alright, so you take... I'm going to roll it so everybody can see it.
9,000 damage.
We don't need to know how many dice. Just give us a number.
I kind of want to know how if I am.
Okay, so you take 23 points of necrotic damage as it saps the energy from you and heals by that much.
Alright.
There.
No.
So it's a duel.
At the same time, you see it absorb 46 health points from the Soulmonger, for a total of 69.
Does that
Nice.
Soulmonger? Yeah.
It does not damage the Soulmonger, but he does consume a soul within it.
Oh, I should have ate that soul.
Soul food.
With what astral straw are you going to be sucking down souls with?
It
I don't know.
has to be paper. Make sure it's a paper straw. Look after
A
the
paper
planet.
straw that came in plastic wrap.
Yeah.
So, that is it for the Atropol.
Yeah.
The
Thank goodness.
tentacles. Actually, no. The tentacles do nothing.
Oh.
Tentacles are on defense.
Yes, they react. As written,
Defensive.
they react to attacks on the Soulmonger.
Right.
Okay.
So, next up, Ralph. You're
Me taking up the rear. So.
no Dragon Bait is actually last.
Oh, good for me. A little birdie told me that this thing is vulnerable to radiant damage. So.
Screaming certainly didn't tell you that. You had to hear that. You had to hear that third party.
Well, I am going to just point at it and go a 5th level guiding bolt.
Okay, let's see it.
Go, gadget guiding bolt.
So, yep, that's a 16 to hit.
For sure.
And then that is going to be 8d6 radiant plus an extra d8 because of my blessed strikes.
Okay, so 9
Oh my God.
d6.
So that is going to be 36 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so that's 72 points.
We've made ground.
It does take it.
Yep.
It is glowing and burning and screaming. It's not dead yet. But you think you think you undid pretty much all the healing it just did.
That was the plan. And I'm pretty sure that's really all I can do. Because that was my main action. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep a safe distance from the tentacles.
Okay, Dragon Bait. Well, actually, no. After you act, the Atropole is going to use its legendary actions. It is going to use... It will scream again. I need everybody to make a...
Do I know if the scream is magical?
I mean, I would say yes.
Alright, I'm gonna try to cast Counterspell.
Oh, no, not like that. It is not that kind of...
A magical effect and a spell are two different things.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a magical effect. Got it.
Yeah. Like, it is... This is definitely an otherworldly magical scream. It's not a spell.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw for me. In order.
Those who are exhausted, do we roll a disadvantage?
That's ability checks, not saving throws.
Got it.
So
No check.
it's still good. Coach.
Remember your
You're
d4.
first.
So wisdom again?
Con save.
Oh, sorry. Alright, good, because that was a terrible roll. Oh no, it's 23.
Yeah, pass. Hito.
13,
Fucking kidding me.
16.
That is a fail. Take a level of exhaustion.
Alright.
Puffs.
25.
That's a pass. Ralph.
I only rolled a 12.
Alright, that's a fail. Take a exhaustion level. Zynum.
That's only half.
21.
Alright, you pass.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dragon Bait. Hang on. Dragon Bait takes a second exhaustion level.
Ooh.
Alright. So the second exhaustion level is your speed is halved.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you,
there we go.
Puffs.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the next one that's going to be problems.
Yeah.
But Dragon Bait is up. He's on the Soulmonger. So, I mean, this is what he's here for. He can't get into melee with the Atropole because he's not flying. So he's just going to keep wailing on this. That's a hit. And that's pretty close. Let me check.
He has a d4.
Okay, well, with the D4, even if he rolls a 1, that hits.
Mm-hmm.
So, your blessed did something. Well done.
Woohoo! Hooray! Value!
Yes. Oh, wow. Alright, so he does 10 slashing and 22 radiant to this thing. Followed by another. You watch as the Soulmonger shatters under Dragon Bait's second attack. He does get a tentacle, tries to hit him and fails, and the second attack, as the second the Soulmonger shatters, the souls scatter, and the tentacles just shrivel up and die immediately.
Ooh. Alright.
Love this for us.
Dragon Bait has to
Oh,
make
dear.
a dex save, which he fails.
He has a d4.
That is a 4, which is just enough. Dragon Bait.
Man,
Manages-
these random D4s is coming into play.
I'm
Yeah,
doing really
so-
well at saving this NPC, guys.
So,
Yeah, that was me.
he had rolled a 6 for a dex save, with the 4 is a 10, which is what he needed to catch a strut to not fall into the lava.
Oh my god. Good for him.
So, the Soulmonger is destroyed. The Atropol is screaming in pain because its food supply is cut off. Top of the round, Puff. It's not going to make it past this round, but let's see it.
I feel like you jinxed me with that.
I mean,
Finish
if
it.
you manage to
almost
miss...
certainly die this round.
Alright, here we go. 24
Yep.
for 22.
How would you like to kill it?
With the double nat 20 I rolled for the next attack.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
Alright, so it's reached out and grabbed me with whatever it did to steal my, my health, and I'm gonna grab that back from it and kind of just pull it towards me as I put Lightbringer all the way through it. And it's a mace, so that doesn't happen very nicely.
Nice. And it scatters across the room and just sort of fizzles out of existence as it's scattering across the room from your strike.
Hey, I gain health.
And in the same instant you do that killing stroke, all of you see a magical doorway appear in one of the balconies, and a lich steps through in a rush and sees you dealing the killing blow to the Atropol, and he screams, "What have you done?" And you feel yourselves, all of your trickster gods get very, very excited to say, "There he is! He's the one that killed us! Kill him!" And you feel yourselves snapped back out of the vision.
Oh.
You have cleared the second dungeon.
Sweet.
Whew.
And just at the right
Priscilla
time,
just slumps on the table. That was so scary. I thought I was gonna die.
Umbro rocks back and tumbles out of his chair, out of its chair, and lands on the ground and just sprawled out 5-star, exhausted.
Yeah, Akrama will just slump in his chair as far down in the chair as he can go. He's gonna slump.
Where's my mom? I need an adult.
And Ernan sort of pets the
You are
cauldron
just
and
an adult.
Says, Ernan sort of pets the cauldron and says, I was just kidding about being able to make another one of you. I bet you at the next leap, I'm gonna have a completely different steel defender. Because that's just what happens.
I can't believe in the future I turned Team Jacob. Oh my god.
You see Madame Ava sitting there with her hand on the third card. She asks, "Are you ready to see your last adventure?"
Okay, you listen to Bard Rock Cafe. Get on to sassygamers.com and listen to more episodes. And become a patron. I'll read your cards. Do it. Patreon.com/BardRockCafe. Till next time.